Week 1 of district, impressive for the Clay Center Tigers as they pulled away from the Goodland Cowboys on senior night from the Den. Now it's a long road trip west for Week 2 in the district championships against the Colby Eagles. Pre-game is here, being brought to you by B&D Sandblasting, State Farm Insurance, David Borgerding Agent, and by Clay County National Bank. Stay with us. Our pre-game talk with Coach Todd Rice is next.
When you're a student athlete, you carry a lot of responsibility because you represent not only yourself, but also your family, your school, and your community. So whether you're in the classroom or on the court or field, take pride in what you do, persist in your endeavors, and work hard to achieve your goals. These qualities will help you succeed and find fulfillment, not only now, but also in the next chapters of your life. We're proud to support you, Tigers. We're Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
Knowing that we'll be fine tomorrow gives us great peace of mind today. That's why it's so important to ensure your future and your family's. State Farm can help you do it, thanks to their financial services and agents who can personally advise you on which plans better suit you. Continue enjoying your lifestyle, invest in your business or yourself, and ensure your children's education. Get to a better state. Call David Borgerding at 632-5642 or visit him at 428 Lincoln Avenue in Clay Center.
Football season is the favorite time of year for the guys at B&D Sandblasting and Painting. They specialize in sandblasting stock trailers, hay trailers, and semi-grain trailers. They can make your old trailer look like new and maintain its function and value with their high-quality primer and paint. B&D are also experts at installing seamless guttering on your home or business. When their work is done, you can bet they'll be at the football game supporting the Tigers. Give B&D Sandblasting and Painting a call at 632-0696.
Back on Tiger pregame, joined now by the head coach of the Clay Center Tigers, Todd Rice. A long road trip ahead to Colby for a football Friday. Coach, you guys against Goodland at home last week, they had that long road trip coming in. They go up 6-0, and then T-Money takes it 65 yards, and that thing just turned. It almost, we talk about flipping the field, that almost flipped the game, it seemed like, for you guys on Friday night.
I think so. I mean, it was nice to get him back in the mix. We didn't have him, unfortunately, for the majority of the Abilene game, and you know, he can just bring that spark and that energy to us, you know, and we talked all week, you know, they're explosive. They've scored a lot of points all season long. And they came out and got on us, but our guys didn't bat an eye, and then we just came back with some, you know, continuous spark plays through the game.
How about your defense? You know, you had to change some things up. You knew they'd throw it all around the field, and they certainly did Friday night. Your guys stepped up and not only made stops, they scored defensively. You had a lot of exciting stuff going on in your defensive backfield, and the guys up front just causing havoc.
It's just, you know, because it's such a unique offense and things. They call it that air raid, kind of what came out with Texas Tech. And, you know, so we told our kids, you know, we run a system running offense. They have a system passing offense. We basically ran a dime all night. And, you know, if they had committed to the run, we would have had to put another guy in the box. But, you know, we were trying to take away some things that they had done really well. They kind of hurt us with the screen a little bit. But, you know, two-playing man coverage tightens up those windows. You know, so it rushed a few of their passes and a few of the routes. But I just thought we played really well, or really efficiently all across the board.
Yeah, I think that was the thing that jumped out. You had big plays. You know, Gabe Ware breaks one loose to the middle. I thought he was tackled 3 different times on that 57-yard run. We mentioned Young's play, Peyton Lane with the interception return. It just seemed like all aspects of your football team and game were working on Friday.
Yeah, well, you know, we talked about just being a really good team win for us. And, man, we got in that third quarter, and you know, we came out and scored, and then Peyton had the long interception return. Then our defense, the quick 3 and out, and they shanked the punt. And, you know, I think just exploded in a short time span there. And that gave us an opportunity to play a lot of kids late in the third and through the fourth quarter in some situations. And, man, it was just a fun night, and just real proud for seniors to go out at home on senior night that way.
You know, you go out at home on senior night. I know that your team, they've talked about it. They want to get back home again. And the first step is here on the road against the Colby Eagles to have a chance to host a playoff game once more.
Yeah, absolutely. And, they hope that's not the last game, that we're playing out at Unruh. And, it's been a while. 2009 was the last time we won a district championship, and it's been a while since we've won a playoff game, and these kids know what's out there for them and how close we are to attaining that.
You had to adjust last week to a passing game. You'll adjust in a different way this week against this Colby team.
Yeah, Colby's a big physical team, and they struggled in the early part of their season. But their schedule is brutal with some of the teams that they play out there. And then 2 weeks ago, they beat a very good Norton team, and then came back last week and really took it to Concordia, who's one of our better elite teams. And, pretty much same cast characters they had last year. They really only lost a quarterback off of that team. They're a big physical team. They will run a ton of formations at you and just try to create some movement. And then defensively, with their 3-4 defense, with those bigs inside, they can definitely cause you some problems.
Great win last week. As you said, great team win. I think it's a great way to put it. And to pull away and really have a comfortable finish in that fourth quarter was a lot of fun for the Tigers. Big opportunity now. Colby knocked off Concordia last week. You can take an upper hand in the district standings with the win tonight. Coach, as always, good luck. Thanks for your time.
All right, thanks a lot.
Stay with us. Pre-game's back with Chet's Keys to the Game next.
This harvest, producers that planted one of the high-quality wheat varieties or a blend from Oldie Seed are recording significantly better yield results. Varieties like Hot Rod, WB 4458, and WB Cedar are high-yielding wheat varieties that deliver exceptional yields and good test weights. If you want the highest quality seed, make it a point to plant an Oldie Seed wheat variety or blend this fall. Call Oldie Seed at 877-692-4555.
Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep is a proud supporter of Tiger football. Get to Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and test drive the 29-mile-per-gallon Ram truck and save during Ram Truck Month. Need an SUV? How about the 30-mile-per-gallon Jeep Grand Cherokee? For 47 years, Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep has treated you like family because our family name is on the door. Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep on West Anderson in Manhattan or online at schrammcars.com. Go Tigers!
And a Football Friday brings you out to Colby, Kansas. Tonight, the Clay Center Tigers and Colby Eagles both come in with a 1-0 mark and both looking for a chance to win a district title and host a playoff game in their own facilities. For the Tigers, they'd love nothing more than 2 road trips and then a chance to come back home to the Den, at least for one more time. Rocky Downing, along with our studio engineer, Garrett Pearson, tonight. We have Kerry Carlson, Dr. Stat, and Chet Carlson back with us once again on this Football Friday. Week number 8 is here, week 2 of districts, Chets, and this is a big opportunity for both these teams tonight.
Oh, it really is. You and I have come out here. This is at least the third time I can remember. I enjoy coming out here. I like this press box in the field. It's a big game. A lot of orange and black here. Everybody in the stadium is orange and black, but I think the teams are going to really match up in an interesting way this evening.
Last week, Colby really demolished Concordia. Now the Panthers aided that with turnovers. We know all of that story, but Colby took advantage and really ran away with that football game. The Tigers did the same against the Goodland Cowboys. Tonight we talked about getting into this one and seeing what the Tigers can do in a different type of atmosphere on the road and a very much different attack for this Colby team.
Absolutely right, and I think the keys tonight on the defensive side, this will sound like silly obvious, but on the defensive side, I'm going to say do your job, play your position, and watch your keys and just take care of your responsibility. Now, we always have to do that. But the thing is, last week was what? Colby's second win of the season?
Correct.
And that you can read that ahead of time and misunderstand who you're playing. They played the toughest schedule I have looked at, and a lot of teams would be lucky to have 2 wins in the schedule that they played. On the offensive side, we're going to be against a tougher line. I think at least a bigger line. We have a great tough line, but we're going to be outside. So the key on the offensive side is if we can win at the line of scrimmage, our offense will go.
And you talked about going against the bigger line, Chet. The good news for the Tigers is they're used to that. this season. I mean, it's been the MO on this team throughout the year, and they've handled it very, very well. Colby did win the toss. They deferred. Clay Center will receive and defend the west goal. So the Tigers led that offense on the field the first time, and we'll get a look at that IHOP crew up front, Jeff, that you just talked about, that needs to handle the bigger line of scrimmage of the Colby Eagles. Back deep to receive from the Tigers is Tyler Young. T-Money stands back inside of his own 10-yard line right around the 6. He'll await the kickoff coming from the Colby Eagles here. Week 2 of district play, and we are underway. It's a line drive kick that's going to be taken by an upback about the 27-yard line. Return to the left. That is Nate the Great Livey who made the catch in a 5-yard return on the play. The Tigers take over from their own 36-yard line.
And that's where we take over almost every kick. It seems like somewhere between the 34, 36. We're always right in that area. It's familiar territory for the Tigers, and here we are lined up ready to go.
Tigers offensively, Cade Wallace at the quarterback, 19-44 for 387 yards, 3 TDs, and 1 INT. He's rushed for 290 on 93 carries and 7 touchdown runs. He has behind him Gabe Ware, the hick from the sticks. To his left at the wingback is Tyler Young, and to the right, Adam Ebert, the wheels on this team. First down and 10. In motion goes Young, right side, handoff late, gives it to Ware. Gabe keeps it and will take it forward about 3 yards on that first down carry. He runs behind this offensive line. McCade Nellius at center. To the right side is Parker Folks and Jace Casper. To the left, Jacob Blacksburn and Dylan Carlson. Balin Brumfield, tight end split out. Depends where they put him at. Right now, he's a tight end to the right side. The wide out to the left right now for the Tigers is Brady Milliken. Just underway, Tigers' first possession of the game for either team, and Clay Center has a second down and 7-yard situation to go, and the football again at their own 39-yard line. In motion again, Young starts right, moves back left, pitch out, going deep to get it is Adam Ebert, beats one man on the sideline, and then it gets drilled as he goes out of bounds, and that will be a late hit against the Colby Eagles about 6 yards after the whistle had blown. He had stepped out of bounds. Colby, I don't think the player knew the whistle blew, to be honest, because he was just finishing a play, but he lit Adam Ebert up.
He was. I'm pretty sure it's their quarterback when they have the ball, but they were a long ways out. It was an easy call. Adam Ebert did a good job, though, of tight-roping that sideline. He stayed in longer than I thought he would. He first had to pull him in the pitch, and then he recovered.
Yeah, he did 2 big things. He caught that pitch, which had to stretch him out, but then able to beat the first defender, and that let him get to the sideline, really back to the original line of scrimmage, and then the penalty flag going on the late hit on the sideline. The Tigers get a gift here and moves the football to the Colby 44-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. Milliken off to the short side, but wide left. Balin Brumfield stays in as a tight end to the right side. Same formation as we started with. Cade Wallace, the quarterback, and he is marching to both sides, talking to his wide receiver, to his wingbacks. Now sets up and goes under center. McCade Million. Wallace, first and 10. In motion, they'll work underneath, though. It's going to be Cade Wallace keeping and getting it downfield inside of the 40-yard line. It'll be second down and short yardage now for the Tigers. A gain of 6, maybe 7 for Murph.
Good keep by Cade on that play. I thought he had given the ball up. He did a good job of running every step of that play, and it was the right thing to keep it. He got a good gain on first down, second about 3.
Cade really favoring his left leg right now. He's looking to the sideline, but he came hobble up toward the line of scrimmage. Not coming out, and no timeout needed. 10:35 to work. We're in the opening quarter. Tigers have it to the Colby 38-yard line. Second down, 3 yards to go. Right side handoff. No, it's the pitch late to Tyler Young, getting outside. T-Money in some open space. He gets to the sideline, right to the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Tigers. T-Money takes it to the house again. Clay Center goes up on their opening possession.
Great pitch by Cade. And Tyler Young made that corner, and that's the only guy he had to. I thought somebody had a line on him over there. He just got rid of it.
Well, Balin Brumfield was out trying to get a block on somebody, but it was too far wide for him to even have to block. And Tyler Young takes it in at 6-0, and Peyton Lane on for the extra point try. 44 yards. 44-yard run from, 37-yard run from Tyler Young on the play, and T-Money puts the Tigers on top now 6-0. One more electrifying play from Young. Here's the extra point try. Plenty of legs from Peyton Lane, and it's up and through. Tigers lead it 7-0 on their opening possession here in Colby. Stay with us. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
I was straightening shelves in central office when in marched.
G.I. Joe reporting for duty, sir.
Excuse me?
I'm here to represent your cleaning and break room products, sir.
Oh, you mean our high-quality, genuine Joe products. Paper towels, trash bags, mops, plates, cups, and more, all at great savings.
It's not G.I. Joe products?
I'm afraid not.
My mistake, sir. Have a good day, sir.
For all your break room and cleaning supplies, come see us at Central Office in Clay Center.
Marty here at Bud's Tire. Like the Tiger football team, we strive to be the best we can be. After 47 years of serving our community, we feel like we have a good handle on what the best application of tires would be for your vehicle. We also can handle all your mechanical needs. We have many tire brands with rebates for $50 to $140 back. Man, what a great deal. Stop in and see us at 410 Court or give us a call at 632-2135. Good luck to all the Tiger athletes, and go Tigers.
37-yard run from Tyler Young puts the Tigers on top 6-0. Peyton Lane the point after, and it's a 7-0 lead. In 4 plays, 64 yards, 4 different carriers of the ball that time for the Tigers. The kickoff taken by Colby back inside their own 20-yard line, returned near the 30, and that's where Colby will take over their opening possession on offense. So Peyton Lane knocks through the PAT. The Tigers have a 7-0 lead here early on the road at Colby. And what a stat that is. 4 different runners, Cade Wallace, Gabe Ware, Adam Ebert, then the penalty, and then Tyler Young takes it in.
Oh, absolutely right. And, this is when it's fun to come out on defense. When your offense just scored and scored fairly quickly, all of a sudden you have a quick 7-0 score. Come out and see if you can settle in a little bit on defense.
Brady Holzmeyer, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. He'll send a runner from the line outside of the right, handoff underneath, though, and the Tiger defense stacks this one up in a hurry. Tackle is going to be made on the interior, but there are 3 or 4 Tigers. They tried to bring Shippers, the big freshman. Jordan Shippers, a freshman. He is a big fellow. They tried to bring him outside. He had a monster game against Concordia. Tigers didn't bite on it and allowed nothing but a yard.
Oh, yeah, and we met him at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration there by our defensive line and linebackers.
So 2nd down 9, we'll call it, as Colby has it at their own 30-yard line. 2 backs behind, and now a penalty flag comes in before the snap goes.
Procedure.
They're called offsides now.
Did they really?
I believe against the Tigers. They're going to say Tyler Young was across the line. I saw the side judge motion to his white hat, the offsides call, and then had a quick word with Tyler Young on the outside. And that's just not checking with your sideline official, evidently, because he was out wide, I guess. 2nd down 4 after a 5-yard penalty, and the football moved out to Colby's own 35-yard line now.
Makes it a little more challenging to get that 3 and out, but they still have 4 to go.
2nd down 4, full house backfield, 3 backs beside Holzmeyer. He'll spin, hand it off to Shippers. This is the freshman we talked about. He breaks a couple of tackles, a load to bring down. Eventually it is Peyton Lane who makes the tackle, but not before Shippers takes it across the 45-yard line.
He is a good football player. He's a 9th grader.
Yeah, think about that.
He looks like a 14th grader.
He is. He looks like a freshman, not at the high school level, if you will. 1st down and 10. Colby moves it across the own 45.
And he ran with a lot of confidence. He got a little spring in his step.
Brooks Curry, the wide receiver right, tight formation otherwise, spinning again and handing off to Shippers, and he is met near the line of scrimmage by Parker Folks. Big time hit at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a gain of maybe 2. 2nd down and 8. That is 2 trains colliding right there.
It really was. Parker made a great hit. Just stopped everything. Then he got a little help from somebody bringing him down.
8:44 to work. We're in the opening quarter. Tigers lead at 7-0 on a 4-play, 64-yard drive to open up on the first possession of the game. 2nd down, 8 here after a 2, maybe a 3-yard gain they give Shippers. Now it's 1 back along with the quarterback Holzmeyer, and he'll pitch it left, carry left side, tackle from behind. Gavin Ware, I think, got the leg, came up with a tackle, but it's going to be a gain that takes it across the midfield stripe. And so Colby into Clay Center's end of the field for the first time. It's 3rd down and 3. A gain of maybe 4 on the play, but a really nice tackle from behind. And it was truly a diving tackle by Gavin Ware to come up with the ankles and bring down the ball carrier.
Well, big 3rd down here for the Tiger defense. This is out in the middle of the field where we want to be stopped.
3rd down 3. Holzmeyer talks to his running backs, now puts the play in motion. Hand off, 2nd back through. Gabe Ware, big hit at the line of scrimmage, and gets help from his friends. Garrett Craig, we see it, the back of that play, Parker Folks, Balin Brumfield, a big group of Tigers in the middle, and they stop Shippers right after a gain of maybe 1. It's 4th down now and 2.
Absolutely, and that's what we needed, and that's what we got. Well, I think we're going to probably be looking at a 4th down play as well. They're trying to decide on the Colby side, and I expect to go for it. So, I would think so.
They're at the Tigers' 47. 4th down and 2. Tigers did make a big stop there, and they may have to call a timeout because they've taken a long time to get out of the huddle, not a true conventional huddle.
He's in the 5.
If they snap it, they do. Went to hand it off, nobody there. Now stretched to the outside. Tigers trying to make a play. Holzmeyer dives forward. It looks like he's short. It will depend on the spot. From our angle, I don't think he's got it.
I don't
And that was a busted play, Chad, on 4th down and 2.
It's very close, but I think we stopped.
The initial spot, I thought, was right on the 45-yard line. Now it's about a football's length almost across the 45, and the chains are on the complete opposite side of the field. So they will bring those out and measure.
Where he was putting his foot is like where he put the back of the ball.
I agree.
Instead of the front of the ball.
There's 2 white stripes, of course, on the football. It looked like he had put the foot right in the middle of the football, and actually the back white stripe is one that we pushed forward, and it looked like it's Clay Center's football. It was that close when they stretched the chains. Chet thought they had gotten it. It had to be about an inch or 2 short, and that is all.
I'm going to tell everybody at home right now, everything you hear out of my mouth, it's the opposite. I mean, 44-yard run. No, it was a 37-yard run. No, it's 4th down, 3rd down. No, they got it. We got the ball. I mean, it was a good stop, and we couldn't have given up another inch and a half.
Holzmeyer spun to turn that football off, Chad, and there was nobody home. He made a heck of an effort to get outside and almost stretch it forward for the 1st and 10. Instead, the Tigers take over at their own 45-yard line.
He did a good job of getting about 1.5 yards while he was getting tackled, and he made it close.
7-0 ball game. Tigers with it. They lead by that touchdown score. Now have the football back, and we have a penalty flag.
Yeah, that's going to be on the band.
Delay of game against the Tigers.
I thought the White Hat turned, because there's different rules on that stuff.
Right, there is. And how you can make noises.
And the dude just turned to look at you.
Yeah, I guess he was. Let us know the call. So the Tigers now start 1st down and 15.
I'm going to shut up, sit over here, and drink my coffee.
1st and 15. Cade Wallace under center, and motion goes Young. And they'll pitch it out right side. Tyler Young trying to turn the corner, has a couple of blocks. Splits through a defender, gets the penalty yardage and more, loses the football near the end of the run. Colby says they have it, and the officials agree. The Eagles will get this football back. Young had slipped through a couple of defenders, ran into contact, the ball popped loose, and Colby has it back.
It was a great run by Tyler. He was getting spun as he was being tackled, and I think somebody got a hook in that arm, and that fumble went about 7 yards from where he was tackled. And it was pretty easy recovery for Colby back there by defensive back.
Eagles take over now at their own 45-yard line. So went forward on 4th and 2, did not get it. The Tigers give it right back on the first turnover the Tigers have had in a while.
Yeah.
Colby took advantage of those against Concordia last week as winner. 1st down and 10. Holzmeyer, snap, handed off underneath, and this is going to be a dive forward. A gain of 3 on the play. Gavin Ware called his number a couple of times. This time able to go down low and win the battle with the running back. Shippers coming through the middle.
I feel like I'm watching some old school football here with that full backfield back there like it is. And I mean, they just come at you.
Correction, I think Matthew Keeper has a run on that play, but he gains 3, 2nd down 7. Holzmeyer fakes it, rolls it right with the carry, cuts it upfield, now breaks through a tackle, tripped up by Peyton Lane, but he'll have 1st down yardage, and Colby has a little something working right now.
Tell you what, they did such a good job of blocking on that play. They matched up well. And lots of times when you're coming on a wide play, you have your blockers out there, but they don't get the right guy. Or all 3 of them try to get the same guy. They all matched up, and they put some good blocks on to help him move those chains.
Tigers essentially have Parker Folks, Balin Brumfield at the end, Garrett Craig, Gavin Ware in underneath. Here's the first pass play, and Balin Brumfield runs right into the quarterback. Then Ware gets the sack. Holzmeyer actually got loose from Balin Brumfield that time, and there was Gavin Ware to clean up the mess, and it's going to be 2nd down and long.
He had him so covered up, he was folded over the top of him, and he kind of came through from underneath. But we had several Tigers ready to kick.
And knowing the smarts that Balin Brumfield has, I have a feeling he thought back to the Tigers in, when he threw a guy down in the same situation. He was called for rushing the passer, just making a tackle, and he didn't want to have that happen. Here is a second down and long, and a pass play across the middle. Adam Ebert, great coverage, a tackle made, and then Brumfield flings the helmet off of the ball, or the receiver that time. Wow. Chevin Martin, the receiver, and he paid the penalty for maybe getting a yard out of the play, and has to leave the football field, of course, and his helmet popped off.
He did a good job of catching that ball, and he got smacked as soon as he did. I haven't seen a helmet get knocked off in high school in a while.
Agreed. Third down, 17, third down, 15 yards to go. The football is at the Clay Center Tiger 48-yard line. Shippers in motion out of the backfield. Holzmeyer back to pass. Sets, fires toward the sideline, and coverage is Hunter Mullen. The pass is going to be caught, though, by Shippers. Now he breaks away, and he's gone. Colby is in on a big-time pass play of 48 yards. Shippers went up, battled, was able to take it away from Hunter Mullen, and then broke a tackle and took it in.
He did, and it was a very well-thrown ball by Holzmeyer there, right on the sideline to a little bit bigger receiver, maybe a lot bigger receiver, and he was able to pull that ball down, break a tackle, and take it on into the end zone.
So it'll be an extra point try for the tie for Colby with 4:39 remaining here in the opening quarter. 48-yard pass play, Holzmeyer to Shippers. The extra point is up, and it gets across. We're tied at 7 here in Colby. You're listening to Tiger Football on KCLY.
Know what makes this Subway footlong the biggest, bestest sandwich on earth?
What?
Me. Because I chose everything. See all that juicy, tender steak and melty cheese?
Yeah.
My idea. See that freshly baked Italian urban cheese bread?
Uh-huh.
My idea.
Oh.
The chipotle sauce, green peppers, red onions. Hey, what are you doing?
Sharing. My idea. This is great. You know how to pick them, dude.
Your Subway footlong. Nothing bigger, nothing better. Subway. Eat fresh.
Farmway Co-op. Your partner in growth.
Invest locally today for a better community tomorrow. Since 1911, Farmway, your local cooperative, continues to serve customers and its community with professional service and value-added products for all your agricultural and energy needs to plant the crop, take care of the crop, and store the grain after harvest. When looking for a resource or an extra hand for your farm, turn to Farmway, your cooperative.
The Clay Center Tigers struck first with a 64-yard drive on 4 plays. Then made a stop on 4th down to take the football back, but a turnover turns costly against the Tigers. Colby, a big-time play up top, Holzmeyer to Shippers, and we are tied at 7-7. Tyler Young starts from his own 10-yard line, waits for a block, now splits to the middle, gets out to the 30-yard line, and will be drugged down about the 33. That's where Clay Center will once again take over on this possession.
Well, I like the patience that Tyler showed on that, where he was waiting for his block, and then as soon as he got it, the jets kicked in, and all of a sudden he's 7 yards straight up the field right through those blocks. But I think they know who Tyler Young is in this game as well. I mean, he's got a couple good runs. He's got a good return. He did fumble, so they know who T-Money is.
Tigers will have the football starting from their own 33-yard line. Brady Milliken comes wide left side. Dalen Brumfield stays as the tight end to the right. Dave Ware behind quarterback Cade Wallace. 1st and 10, tied at 7 now, opening quarter. Wallace back to pass. Set. Wants to go deep downfield for Brumfield, trying to run through a defender, and is held up there and unable to come up with it. It was overthrown downfield, but he was putting it to a spot that maybe Balin, with that great speed and size, could run to, and really got cluttered up by a defensive back and couldn't get downfield.
I like your word there. He was very cluttered up. And his arm
holding, but there was a lot of contact between the two players.
In that cluttered upness, he couldn't raise his arms.
7-7 ball game, 2nd down 10. Tigers again with possession. Again, they have it at their own 33. Young in motion. Pitch out right for Tyler Young. Has a couple of blocks. Near the 1st down marker. Now it gets folded up right at the 1st down line. We'll see where the mark comes in. It appears from here he would have 1st and 10. But Tyler Young, you talked about Colby knowing who this guy is. Chet, there's a reason. On the season, 47 carries before this game, 531 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's 11.3 per carry.
Pretty good average.
Receiving, 3 for 81. That's 27 yards per catch.
Pretty good.
The guy makes a lot of yardage, Jeff, and they call this short And Colby's going to take a timeout. It'll give us a chance to do the same. 7-7 tie here in Colby. Timeout on the field. Tigers will have it 3rd and 2 when we come back.
Winter will be here before you know it. Now is the perfect time to schedule a propane tank inspection and fill by the professionals at Propane Central. Whether you use propane at your home, farm, or business, you can be sure you are getting the best value with Propane Central. Call today or visit them online at propanecentral.com.
Propane Central, leader, innovator, and friend.
Back once again here in Colby. We'll remind you, coming up at the Cloud County Community College halftime show, it'll be a chance to visit with a couple of Clay Center Tigers we met with yesterday for a show we do on our KCLY YouTube page each week. We talk with Parker Folks and Adam Eberts, entertaining, and then Coach Joe Weathorn joins us this week in the place of Coach Todd Rice, who was headed to parent-teacher conferences at the time of the show. Tigers had 3rd down, a long yard to go from their own 42-yard line. Cade Wallace in under center. In motion, Tyler Young. They draw Colby off out of an Eagles timeout. They'll look drive the coach up the wall. I mean, they had just called a defensive timeout. I know. And you know the last thing before they broke huddle was, don't jump, watch the football, right?
Move on the ball.
You've been there before.
Yeah, move on the ball.
Yeah. And then what happened? Hard count by Murph, and it's 1st and 10 Tigers.
Oh, and the killer is what you said first. They called a defensive timeout to do that.
Exactly. 1st and 10 Tigers after the 5-yard penalty offsides against Colby. Wallace gets the play from the sideline. Coach J.D. Lane and Coach Mark Henry both relaying signs. One, of course, the decoy. In motion goes Ebert. Underneath handoff, Gabe Ware. Good yardage from the sticks as he moves it into Colby territory. Down near the 45-yard line, the pile still moving before the whistle finally blows. Gabe Ware just not giving up.
He couldn't have gotten that run if we wouldn't have done what we were talking about. We got to win that line of scrimmage, and we did that time because Gabe got through that initial line of scrimmage fast.
It's a gain of 9 on 1st down, 2nd down, a yard to go. And the football again is at Colby's 44-yard line. 2nd down, a long yard. Brumfield now a tight end on the left side with Milliken split off to the short side right. Wallace under center. Young goes in motion. They'll turn, handoff underneath. Gabe Ware again. Good yardage. Shakes the tackle. Caught from behind, but it's 1st and 10 Tigers. They'll take it to the Colby 37.
We're in a wrestling town. I think they know who Gabe Ware is anyway.
Saw him last year here at regionals where the Tigers competed in the 4A regionals on his way to qualifying for the state championships. 1st and 10, 3:26 to work opening quarter. Tied at 7, but the Tigers marching now. It's at Colby's 37.
But this is what I was talking about. This is what we can do, and this is what I wanted to see, but we have to maintain this through the whole game. We need to get our block, move that ball, mix it up, have a little diversification, keep moving the chain.
First drive after a few plays up the middle, Tyler Young busted one outside. They go up the middle again, and Gabe Ware just punishing people as he takes it downfield near the 30, a gain of 5 or 6.
And we're to that point. Sometimes you hit this with a series of plays where you don't need to go to the second and third on that play.
And watch the clock go tick, 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 right?
When that first guy can just keep dragging them up the field.
2nd down, 4 yards to go. It's a gain of 6 on that first down carry. 2:42 to work opening quarter. Tied at 7. Young left. Ebert goes in motion right to left. Now stops behind Gabe Ware, who stays in his 3-point stance and now waits for the check on the call. Down to the 5 count now as Wallace goes under center. Young in motion. And they will pitch it out right to Tyler Young. Now cuts against the seam. Now busts it outside. T-Money may be gone again. Touchdown Tigers. Tyler Young took it outside, hit a seam toward the middle, then bounced it out to the sideline, and there was nobody that's going to catch T-Money. 31-yard touchdown run. And the Tigers on the chance for the extra point.
He's got a 37 and he's got a 31. And he's got some other good yardage.
I'm telling you, it was a dynamite run, too. And we just had said, Gabe Ware, smash mouth, great yardage up the middle. And you start to pinch inside defensively. It's just you can't help yourself. And then here comes Tyler Young outside. Extra point try from Peyton Lane bounces off the goalpost and through. Hit the left bar, but hung in there and fell across the crossbar.
I've always said if you can hit an upright, that should be worth more. That's harder.
He might have been aiming right at that upright. 14-7. Tigers now with the lead again. We're back in Colby after this.
Crop Production Services take this opportunity to thank their customers for their continued support and for the confidence placed in them. They don't take this privilege for granted and will keep working as a team with the common purpose of providing best-in-class services to all their customers. Crop Production Services also recognize the unity of our high school and college teams, building stronger partnerships together. They all know that your support and trust is the foundation of their success. Thank you from Crop Production Services.
Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy has earned the reputation of being a dependable supplier of durable medical equipment. They offer customers cost-effective quality products they need to improve their health and well-being. Lift chairs, shoes for diabetics, canes, bath aids, wheelchairs, knee braces, CPAP machines and supplies, and several other helpful equipment is available. And if you have a prescription to be filled, bring it into Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy for friendly and professional service. Downtown Clay Center.
Tigers get it done after seeing it tied up. Now a short kickoff that bounces right immediately and then out of bounds off Levi Fitzenmeyer's foot. He was trying to angle it to the right side, and it took a real hard right bounce and then out of bounds. But the Tigers have a 14-7 lead after seeing it tied 7-7 and a touchdown run of 31 yards that time coming from Tyler Young. 2:26 on that drive, 7 plays, 67 yards, and T-Money with 4 rushes, 90 yards thus far in his first half of play.
And he's running so smooth tonight, and he's so fun to he just glides out there. I mean, he's making cuts that don't look like cuts, you know, and when you can navigate around those defensive backs, once you've already got a full head of steam and you've made that corner, it's really fun to watch.
When a cut becomes an acceleration, it is amazing to watch, and that is what Tyler Young has going right now. Here's Holzmeyer, handoff right side. Tigers get a good hit underneath. That coming from Lane Libby, the safety, makes the tackle. It's a good yardage carry on first down, though, for the Eagles, as it's taken by Pieper out about 3 yards. It'll be second down, and we'll call it 7.
Pretty good carry, but what a great tackle. You see those legs come way up in the air.
Went down low with the big fellow Lane Libby, and Magic makes the tackle. The gain of 4, we're going to call it second down 6. Colby looking to the sideline. That's where the Tigers do, although they're almost in a huddle. Tigers are really at their positions. Colby kind of stands in a very loose huddle, looks to the sideline, then breaks and goes to the line of scrimmage. Here's Holzmeyer, handoff left side. Hit the backfield, but now the carry forward gets across the 45-yard line, or the 40-yard line, I should say, almost to the 45 to carry that trip coming from Dante Whitfield. So Whitfield to carry, and it will be very close to a first down as he moves it out to the 45-yard line.
Just a hair short. They're not even going to have to measure because he's shy of that line, and he needs to get to that line. Tigers missed a couple tackles on there. You know, we wouldn't be looking at 3rd and half a yard. We'd be looking at 3rd and 7 if we'd have made those tackles.
14-7 Tiger lead with 52 seconds to work in this opening quarter of play. And you see the Eagles split a receiver out wide right. The ball was bobbled on the snap, and the Tigers right on top of it. It appears Colby, did they come up with it? Yeah, they did. So it'll be 4th down on what was a very short 3rd down play.
Well, they're looking at it.
And they're going to call it 10. So 1st down and 10 for Colby. Did they not just wave that first down?
Well, the white hat signals first down. Now they're
moving the chain. And be confused for a moment. So 14-7, Tigers have the lead, but Colby now marching into Clay Center's end of the field, or near it. They have it at their own 46-yard line. 34 to work in this first quarter. And off right side. Shippers, the big fellow, breaks free again. This is a freshman. It's going to go to the house for the second time.
Man, he's good.
Jordan Shippers, the Throsh. Last time on the catch and run, this time on the run and break some tackles and then find open field. He's got some speed.
He does have some speed. He has some size. He has some strength. But he hit about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage at what looks like full speed. I mean, and his shoulders are square, and he's upright and moving down the field fast. What a run.
So it'll be a 14-13 game with the extra point try on its way, and this one's going to squib off to the left and will miss. Play center holds on to the lead. And now down to 1. 14-13. Tigers get the football back here in the first quarter right after this.
Todd here at Wall's True Value. I got to thinking, if you get an 11% rebate on everything you buy, maybe everything you buy is priced 11% too high to start with. Just saying. If you want fair prices within easy driving distance of your home, shop at Wall's True Value 7 days a week for lumber, appliances, hardware, and lots of stuff you need. No silly sales gimmicks, just solid products from solid people 100% of the time at Wall's True Value in beautiful downtown Clay Center. Yes, 7 days a week for you.
Looking to start a business? Maybe you're expanding your ag operation. How about buying, building, expanding, or remodeling your home? All visions can become a reality with the help of the Citizens National Bank. Stop by and visit with myself, Bryant Johnson, as I will entertain your financing request and cater to your financing needs. We look forward to hearing about your vision and hope to give us a shot here at CNB to assist you with your banking needs.
The Citizens National Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
14-13, 24 to work here, opening quarter, Chet, and we got another barn burner in the works right now. These two teams have gone back and forth.
We really do. I'm a little bit wanting the defense to get back to tackling. I'm starting to see a little bit more arm tackling on some of these things, and you can't do that against this kid. He's going to be
impressive, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a very good football player at a young age.
Tigers do hold on to the lead by 1 after the missed extra point. On for the kickoff now, Brooks Curry. Back to receive for the Tigers is Tyler Young. Kickoff is a long one taken at the 17-yard line by T-Money. He'll start through the middle. Now holds, waits, now tries to cut it outside and does get around the edge left. He's out to the 40-yard line, 45. Midfield stripe goes Tyler Young, still on the sideline, finally taken out of bounds by Shippers, but not before he takes it all the way to the Colby 35-yard line.
Well, it's Tyler Young night. I mean, so far, and the entire Tiger team on offense is doing awesome. But Tyler has a highlight every time he touches the ball.
I agree, and that was another one. He goes in the middle. Patience you talked about the last time. Patience again this trip. And then he gets out to the left, and you can't cut him off. You better find an angle. And Shippers got him downfield, but this is all the way to the Colby 35-yard line.
What a great kick return.
The Tigers have a short field to work with. 13 seconds left, opening quarter. 14-13, Clay Center by 1. Brady Milliken splits out to the left side. That's the short side of the field. Gabe Ware, the running back behind Cade Wallace. In motion goes Young. Back to pass. Cade Wallace fires downfield for Balin Brumfield, and it's going to be overthrown. Incomplete. He had a step. Both last time it was Brumfield, we thought, deterred from getting downfield and getting his hands in the air. This time Brumfield, little payback maybe. As he pushed off to try to get downfield.
Maybe.
Nothing called either way.
No, nothing called either way. Just a little bit beyond Balin. Just a little bit beyond Balin, but
I like the idea.
I think it'll be there sometime.
Cade Wallace has Ebert, wing right. Young off to the left. Cade goes up to the line of scrimmage. Milliken wide to the right side. Second down 10. In motion goes Young. They'll hand off underneath. Gabe Ware hit immediately, but carries a ball or a tackler to the 30-yard line, or 35-yard line, and it brings up second down and 8 yards to go, and that will be the end of the opening quarter. Tigers lead at 14-13, end of 1. Eric Colby, you're listening to Tiger Football on KCLY.
You're not sure what's for dinner until you walk by the deli department at Ray's Apple Market, and those mouth-watering aromas stop you dead in your tracks, luring you toward the deli window to see the savory selections. Golden crisp Chester chicken, savory baked chicken, juicy, tender chicken strips, and all the nutritious vegetables and tasty sides to complete your hot meal to go. You know what's for dinner. It's something fresh, hot, and delicious from the deli at Ray's Apple Market.
This harvest, producers that planted one of the high-quality wheat varieties or a blend from oldie seed are recording significantly better yield results. Varieties like Hot Rod, WB 4458, and WB Cedar are high-yielding wheat varieties that deliver exceptional yields and good test weights. If you want the highest quality seed, make it a point to plant an oldie seed wheat variety or blend this fall. Call Oldie Seed at 877-692-4555.
We're headed to the second quarter here in Colby. The Clay Center Tigers lead 14-13, but they are faced now with a 3rd down and 10 at the Eagles' 35-yard line. Tigers back out up on the line of scrimmage, ready to work. 3rd down 10. Here's a pitch left for Tyler Young. Gets a block from Ebert. Now cuts to the outside, tries to squeeze back in low. Gets it inside the 30, it looks like. It will bring up a 4th down for the Tigers, but he gets 8 yards out of that play. Looked like he was down for a couple of different times, got to the sideline, got a good block from Adam Ebert. Tigers in a position here, obviously going for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we'll call it 4th and 4? Yeah. It's hard to tell when they go out of bounds on the far sideline.
So 4th down, 4 to go for the Tigers. It is at Colby's 29-yard line. They drew the Eagles offside earlier on a hard count from Cade Wallace. 4th and 4. Wallace will hand it off. No, keeps it right. The ball comes loose. It's on the ground and picked up by Colby. So the Eagles forced the turnover. It would have been their football regardless because of the turnover on downs, but Colby gets it back. The Clay Center leading here by 1.
Yeah, kid was trying a real late pitch, and he was in the grass, and his pitch was getting affected with the guy tackling him, and so he wasn't able to get the ball out to where it needed to go. But like you say, we either pick up 4 yards or they get the ball in.
Do have a score on the Wakefield Bombers. They lead after 1 quarter of play, 32-0 over Osborne. So Wakefield's gotten healthy physically and obviously as a team because they have been on a roll of late. We'll have the Bombers on the air this coming Thursday night at home. Here's a high snap to Holzmeyer. Fakes it, now takes it and runs it through the middle and runs into a pile. But right now you see Colby really running downhill, and the Tigers have to find a way to kind of flip that situation.
Well, they got 2 big plays from the freshman. Pass play to him, and then a big, long running play from him. And that helps everybody else on the team get a little bit of fire in their belly as well.
Holzmeyer with 2 backs to each shoulder and 1 behind him out of the shotgun. 2nd down and 4. Counter play from right to left, and Whitfield got some room to run. Almost broke it clean. Dante Whitfield will take it to Clay Center's 49-yard line. It's 1st and 10 Colby. So the Eagles have been able to stop the Tigers the last couple of times. Sandwiched in between 2 Tyler Young runs of 36 and 31 yards. Jordan Shippers, the 2 big plays for Colby, one on a pass play of 48 yards, and then he broke free for 40-plus on the ground. 11:02 to work first half. Tigers lead it 14-13. In motion goes Shippers out of the backfield. Holzmeyer, handoff through the middle. And there's going to be a run to the left side. Tigers stop, but it is a carry of 3 or 4 yards downfield for Colby. Carry that time coming underneath for the Eagles. And that was Sheldon Martin, who we've seen catch on a kind of a rocket train. He's got his head knocked off earlier.
Right.
So a good run of 3 yards on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the Tiger defense has the momentum, earlier in this game. Right now, as you say, the Colby offense has a little bit more momentum against us. We just need to step up and start hitting them.
At Clay Center's 46-yard line, Shippers get in motion. Bobble snap, pitch out right side for Martin. Stretch toward the sideline. Now brought down quickly by Balin Brumfield. He just reached out and said, "Come back here, kid," and brought him to the turf. It's going to be a loss of yards. Correction. They did get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's what's impressive. He came from this side. He was trailing the play.
Right.
First, he made the quarterback pitch. He's the one that was about to hit the quarterback, and then he let him go because he made a pitch. He's coming from the backside. He made the tackle on a pitch. Chased him down.
3rd down now and long for Colby. It's at the Clay Center Tiger 46-yard line still. 3rd down. Holzmeyer back to pass. Fires out to the outside. Almost picked off by Lane Livey, and had he picked it, there was a lot of room to run ahead of him. but he does knock it down and bring up fourth down.
Lane Lively read that from the get-go, and the quarterback did really telegraph it. The only thing that would have shocked me is if he'd have turned and thrown it the other way. You know, he was just waiting for the guy to get out there, and we had two defenders, but Lane Lively got a jump on that ball.
Coach Kelly Williams, I know, is anxious for basketball. That's one of those point-to-wing passes. The wing coming out, they headed the other way for 2. Almost took it the other way for 6, but didn't quite come up with it. They do force Colby to punt. It's a line drive punt. Tyler Young caught from behind. He was waiting to see what was going to open up. That thing was kicked in a line down. I mean, it didn't get more than 12 foot off the ground. Young made a good catch, quite honestly, but let that go on down deeper. Tigers do have a long field ahead, but they get a big stop.
Got a big stop on defense, and that's what I was whining about, you know. And so they came through for us and got a great stop on defense, got the ball back, and we don't care if we have 85 yards to go. We can do it.
8-minute drive of 85 yards. Made to order, right? Milliken comes right side. Cade Wallace has the troops ready to work. First down and 10 from their own 15. Young in motion. Handoff underneath. Gabe Ware, nothing there. Knocked backwards off the handoff. I'm not sure they'll give him the line of scrimmage on that play.
I don't think so.
And it's going to be second down and 11 after a loss of 1. So obviously you see Colby pinning their ears back with the Tigers pinched back against their own end of the field. Second down 11.
They've got some wide bodies up there, so our offensive line's going to have their work cut out all night.
The IHOP crew, Melius, Blackburn, Carlson, Casper, Folks, Brumfield up there at the tight end. Second down and long. Right side handoff. This is Gabe Ware. Almost broke it for some big yardage. He does take it across the 20 and brings up a third down and manageable now for the Tigers. He gets it out across the 22.
That was a big run by Gabe. You know, we were sitting on second and 11. He picked up. We're looking at third and 4 now. So big down for the Tigers.
Tigers quick pace to the line of scrimmage. Wallace under center, and the Tigers move this time. Trying to get a hard count, they went fast to the line, and the right side of the line moved, and it's going to cost them 5 yards.
And I knew that when they came that fast to the line, they were going to be trying to go hard count, but unfortunately we got ourselves on that one.
Third down, 8 yards to go. Football back now at the Tigers 17. Play center leads it 14-13, 8:20 left to work, first half of play. Now the Tigers look to the sideline for the call. Once they get the call to those wristbands to go into position. Now Wallace under center. Young in motion from right to left. He'll spin outside, looks downfield, has Brumfield wide open. Pass is going to be caught. Midfield strike goes Brumfield. He's got speed to the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Touchdown Tigers on third and long from the 17-yard line to Bailey and Clowney. Brumfield the catch from Murph Wallace.
I have so many things I want to say, but I'm just laughing. That was, first of all, he caught the ball. And then I'm thinking, can he outrun these guys? And did he pull away?
He had one last year that was thrown to the right sideline at the 10. It was the same situation, but it was a short pass. And he took off, and you could see Angles just being missed by 5 yards, not understanding the speed he possesses. And he just pulled away. The Tigers now lead 20-13 on an 83-yard touchdown pass from Murph Wallace to Balin Brumfield. The extra point try from Peyton Lane may have been tipped. It is missed for sure. 2013, though, the Tigers go back on top by 7. 7:52 left to work first half. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
Wherever the road leads this season, you have to depend on quality tires to get you there safely. Hanson Ford has a huge selection of tires for sale, big brands and great prices. Now through December 31st, when you buy 4 select tires at Hanson Ford, you can get a $70 mail-in rebate. For the upcoming season with wet and icy road conditions, you'll feel confident knowing you're riding on tires that perform their best when you need them most. Visit Hanson Ford in Clay Center today.
Girton Propane has provided quality service and employment opportunities for over 60 years. Girton is always on the lookout for exceptional company and owner-operator drivers to join their team. If you're a top-notch driver, call Andy at 800-232-0170. Girton transports liquid commodities throughout the 48 states with an emphasis in the Midwest. Girton is committed to excellence, safety, and quality service. Join the Girton team. Call 800-232-0170.
Well, the Tigers, this is big play after big play from both sides. Tyler Young's had the two big runs, and now this pass play, 84 yards. Wallace to Brumfield. Great stuff here in Colby. Jordan Shippers, the two big plays for the Colby Eagles. Here's the kick from Fitzemeyer into the sideline. It's fair caught for, and the catch made and rolling backward with it will be Colby. It'll be at their own 21-yard line where they'll start this play.
Haven't seen that in a while.
No, we haven't.
It's hard to describe it. He was running backwards. It was a short kick, and he was backing up, calling a fair catch, falling while he's catching it, out of bounds maybe. I have a feeling he was told many times this week in practice, you will not return the football. You just somehow come up with it. I'm pretty sure he saved us. I think they'd been getting it on the 35-yard line if he wouldn't have touched it.
7:52 to work, first half. Tigers now have a 7-point lead, 20-13. Here's Holzmeyer, backfield, running left with it, looking for a block. Now gets hit by Dylan Carlson, and it's brought down by, I believe, Gabe Ware, the second contact. And correction, yeah, Dylan Carlson with the tackle. That left cast and padding is not as big as it once was. A little more mobile probably without that. It's a loss of a yard on the play. Holzmeyer with the carry. Great tackle by Dylan Carlson in there defensively.
Absolutely. Dylan came hard, and Dylan came shooting across there, and he made a good stop on that play.
Holzmeyer under center this time. Turns, goes right side. He'll hand it off and hit near the line of scrimmage. Shippers, Garrett Craig in on the play. Parker Folks in there, and then the Tigers just come and storm around the football, swarm to it, and they bring up a third down and long.
Well, some of those guys are starting to figure out they're not going to catch the guy, so they better stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Too true. If he gets an open field, much like we saw Brumfield and we've seen Young, Shippers can move. Third down and 6. 6:45 to work first half. Tigers lead at 20-13.
Like if we do this right here, we can take care of it, but we can't take care of it downfield.
Holzmeyer from the gun, back to pass, stands in the pocket. A lot of time to look. Downfield has a receiver. That's Dante Whitfield. Pass is caught and taken to the Clay Center Tiger 40-yard line. Holzmeyer to Whitfield, first and 10. Another big play in this first half.
Big pass play, long pass play for them down the middle. Just split the coverage, found him between coverage, and what a great throw. Good catch. And then we had 3 Tigers on him.
Split the coverage and also had a ton of time to look downfield for that to open up. I mean, Holzmeyer was not even pressured in the backfield. First and 10 at the Tiger 40-yard line. Holzmeyer with 2 backs in his backfield behind him now to the gun. Works to the left side. Handoff. This is Shippers. Bounces off the initial contact to the outside. Peyton Lane goes down low. Hits the ankle. Good hard hit. And will bring down Shippers. And that's the second time we've seen a helmet pop off. For correction, that was Whitfield with the carry, maybe. His helmet comes off. Second time we've seen it happen for Colby tonight.
Yeah, they strap him on a little better. But doggone it, 5 yards there. We had him. We had him stopped. We had a couple of Tigers on him, but we didn't wrap him up, put him on the ground. So he just bounces out, runs around the pile, picks up another 5-6 yards.
Second down and 5 as it's moved to Clay Center's 35-yard line. Tigers lead by a touchdown, 20-13. 2 backs now out of the under center formation. They'll hand off to the second back. That is Martin. He went to the ground. Had a defender right in the backfield. Hunter Mullen, I think, was the first to arrive, and Kelvin Martin that time slipped and then put the knee down and tried to get back up and go, but it was too late. He loses a yard, third down 7. So the Colby Eagles, who had the big pass play downfield to Dante Whitfield, put him in great position. Now it's 3rd and 7 at the Tiger 36-yard line. Loss of a yard on that play. From the gun, Holzmeyer. And now we've got a whistle stop, and I believe a timeout taken before that snap was given. And the Tigers are going to be taking the timeout. It appears, I see Coach Rice talking, I thought, to the official. His players have not come to the sideline. And I'm not sure he feels that he called a timeout. And now he's not going to be charged. He never brought his team over, and he talked to the official saying, I did not call a timeout. So they'll bring the players back on the field. Colby had gone to their sideline. Now they're looking to see if their clock was not moving. Clock was not going. That's what Coach Rice was trying to get the attention of the officials. Not a timeout at all. Just the fact that Colby with the football and driving in this late second quarter, 5:20 to work, and the clock had not been moving. And so the white hat for the officiating crew comes to the Colby sideline and explains. They have moved 21 seconds off the clock, so 4:59 now on the clock, and they'll wind it back up again. Clock is moving. Colby looks to the sideline for extra play clock to get a play in here. 3rd down, 7 to go. It's at the Tiger 36-yard line.
That was a long interruption.
Holzmeyer from the shotgun. Working right side option play. He is going to keep it, and it's going to be caught once and breaks a tackle almost to open field. He's going to be brought down after a first down carry. He takes it to the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 Colby.
Well, we just need to finish these tackles. We had him stopped 4 yards short of the first down, but he broke the tackle. He's a hard runner. He's a good runner, but he broke the tackle, and now they're moving the chain.
1st and 10. It goes to the Tiger 29. With the Tiger defense trying to stand up here with Colby driving late first half. Here's Dante Whitfield. Starts at left, now works down the center and takes it into the 20, inside the 20, and will be very close to a first down marker. And he had a lot of time. The big offensive line for Colby starting to make some hay right now for the Eagles.
Colby runs a lot of different formations, and they do all types of things out of that. So what happens is anybody on defense that has a read to make, and usually, especially with those outside linebackers, they see something different every play, especially with the motion guys, and even how they're doing the motion.
Holzmeyer, one last check of the wristband before the snap. 1st down, or 2nd down and short, going to the end zone for Shippers again, and he's got him one more time. Hunter Mullen on coverage, but Schiffer gets the step, and Holzmeyer puts it on the money, and Colby's right back within 1 at 20-19. Schiffer's 3rd touchdown of the game for the freshman.
We really haven't had a grinded-out drive and score from 2 yards out yet, have we?
For either side, no. Big play after big play. And now Colby likely would go for the extra point would tie it. They missed the last one, though. Just barely got the first one across. 3:39 to work. Play clock is working right now, and it looks like Colby's lined up to go for 2. Now they're going to burn a timeout for an extra point. 3:39 to work. Tigers have a 1-point lead. Colby, the extra point upcoming when we bring you back here to Colby on KCLY.
Twin Valley is proud to announce their free Twin Valley Wi-Fi zone, available to all fans at Unruh Stadium. With Twin Valley Wi-Fi, you can share the moments from the game with all your friends and family. Listen to the game on the KCLY app, post Instagram pics, tweet updates of the game, and update Facebook, all for free, without using your valuable cellular data. Enjoy the game and go Tigers from your friends at Twin Valley.
If your life is busy and fast-paced, the deli and bakery department at Ray's Apple Market was made for you. If you like delicious meals that are ready to take home to your family, then the deli and bakery were made for you. And if you like freshness and variety, the deli and bakery were especially made for you. They made it all for you, just the way you like it. From their signature Rock House salads to their homemade breads and their fruits and veggies in between. See what they have for you at Ray's Apple Market.
So Colby back on the field now. Remember, coming up, the Cloud County Community College halftime show. Cloud County, everything starts by being a T-bird. 20-19. Colby will go for the 2-point conversion and the lead. Holzmeyer. Hand off to Shelvin Martin. He is met near the line of scrimmage. Now pushes forward with the line, and Colby able to get the 2, and they've taken a 21-20 20 lead here at home against the Tigers. 3:39 left to work. First half. Play Center has the football back when we return.
Marty here at Bud's Tire. Like the Tiger football team, we strive to be the best we can be. After 47 years of serving our community, we feel like we have a good handle on what the best application of tires would be for your vehicle. We also can handle all your mechanical needs. We have many tire brands with rebates from $50 to $140 back. Man, what a great deal. Stop in and see us at 410 Court or give us a call at 632-2135. Good luck to all the Tiger athletes, and go Tigers.
Back once again in Colby. A reminder, Cloud County Community College wants Play Center Tigers to become Cloud County T-Birds. Visit them online at cloud.edu or schedule a campus visit to find out about all the opportunities waiting for you at Cloud County Community College. Go places, be a T-Bird. Well, Chet, we expected a dogfight in this ball game tonight, and certainly both teams have come out and given everybody pretty much what we thought would happen.
It did, as far as how close of a game it is, but it's not going at all how I thought it would go, in getting to this point.
I agree with that.
But, yeah, it's all big plays. In that drive, Colby had 2 key third-down conversions.
Here's the kick, angle toward the sideline by Riley Griggs. Now out of bounds it will go, and that'll be Play Center's football at the 35. 3:39 left to work first half. Both teams have found ways to answer each other. Mainly it's been Jordan Shippers. For Colby, it's been Tyler Young twice, and then Baylor Brumfield, the big pass play. So let's see who comes through this time for the Tigers.
Absolutely. We have 3 minutes and 39 seconds to come up with our big play before half again. But did you say that the freshman just broke out like a week ago?
Well, we hadn't seen big stats for him until the last 2 or 3 games. And then against Concordia, it went crazy for like 189.
Yeah.
So obviously it's something they've kind of implemented through the year into this lineup, and he is now a true force to be reckoned with. First down and 10, Tigers with it. Work left side, pitch to Tyler Young. Hitting the backfield. He stiff arms the man away. To the sideline goes T-Money. I mean, he wasted a man in the backfield who tried to come at him. The stiff arm drops the defender. Tyler Young's down the field for almost the 1st and 10.
Tyler Young's maybe the smallest man on the field right now.
Wow.
And he dropped him like Ali. I mean, it was just, it was crazy. But Tyler's running hard. He's, are they moving the chain?
It is a 1st and 10, 10-yard gain, yeah. And it moves the football to the 45-yard line of Play Center.
It must have been very, very close. And it's kind of odd the way the whole chain and the chain gang and the officials interact here or don't interact here.
Correct. And the timing of when they move it and when they don't is a bit unique, but it is a 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Offensive line, Brandon Loader in there next to Baylor Brumfield right now. The Tigers have it 1st and 10 from their own 45. They trail now by 1. Hand off left side. Cade Wallace, though, keeps it himself. He's across the midfield stripe into Colby territory. A gain of 7 yards on that first down carry. Maybe 8, or we'll call it 7. Second down and 3.
And this is what we needed to get back to, plenty of time in the half. We're still above 3 minutes. But just get to running the offense and making your reads, making your blocks, and move the chain.
They'll defend the receiver right. In motion goes Young from right to left, and they'll pitch it to him going to that side. And now cuts through a seam. Young breaks the tackle. Now cuts away from another. He's to the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Tigers. T-Money does it again. Wow. Tyler Young takes it this time from the 45-yard line or 47-yard line of Colby into the zone, and Play Center's back on top.
It's 47, 48, 49, whatever it was. He ran about 87 yards on that because he was going all over the field on it. But what great reads and what great cuts, and he accelerated when he needed to. I'm trying to keep track of these awards we give out, and the electrifying play of the game, I've got Tyler written down 3 times because each time he trumps the last one.
3 T-Monies and 1 Jabalian Rumfield so far from the electrifying. Tigers will go for the 2-point conversion as they lead by 5. Trying to get back up by a touchdown lead. Here's Wallace to pass it. Back of the end zone, right side up, and the catch is going to be made in the back of the end zone. The Tigers bring it down. The catch is going to be made back right side of the end zone for the Tigers, and that's Anthony Atkinson-Enneking, who goes up above everybody and hauls it in for 2.
And Cade threw the ball up in the air. There was only one. It was not going to be picked off. It was either going to be caught by him or nobody, and he went high for that ball.
Now the Ant-Man can jump, and he showed it right there. Big-time play for the Tigers, now back on top, 28-21. This game goes back and forth. We'll be back with more right after this.
Todd from Wall's True Value here, and I want to share a comment from a customer. This customer told me, "I don't know what I would do without your store. You really make my life easier." Well, that type of praise is great, but it also makes us aware that we need to live up to a pretty high standard. We hope that you will experience exceptional service and value when shopping for paint, lumber, hardware, and appliances with us. Come see us at Wall's True Value in beautiful downtown Clay Center, open 7 days a week for you.
48 yards for Tyler Young, who does it again, his 3rd touchdown run of the night, and he takes it in 65 yards on that drive, 3 plays. Tyler Young now 7 carries in this half, 155 yards.
And he's got some return yards.
Yeah, to add to it. 48 yards for Tyler Young, and then the catch by Anthony Atkinson-Enneking for 2 off the pass from Cade Wallace. Here's the kick, taken at the 18-yard line. The return toward the middle, down the right sideline, and still on the feet out to the 35 to the 40-yard line, still trying to get free. And finally, the Tigers bring down the ball carrier. I could not get a number on who received that kick over there. It is going to be a return, that time from Tanner Elias.
I think their numbers are hard to read on the way those jerseys are set up anyway.
The script is a little unique, and it was on a way far side of the field. But Tanner Elias, I don't think he was the one who fair caught last time, but if he did, he learned his lesson and made a heck of a run. Tigers lead 28-21. 2:42 left to work first half, and here comes Colby again. This return sets them up in decent field position. Here's a counter play, and they've got some room for Dante Whitfield. Now he breaks a tackle. He's to the 40-yard line to play center. Tripped up finally downfield by Tyler Young. But Dante Whitfield takes it downfield. They've run that counter a couple of times, and it's been successful. They've called it, obviously, against the right defense.
Yeah, and they had some good blocking. I like how the Colby runners run. I like how hard they run. I like how physical they run. The unfortunate thing is it's against us right now, and we're needing to get out there and make some more physical tackles against it. 1st and 10, football all the way to Play Center's 33. Busted play. Holzmeyer takes it and runs, and he is hit immediately by Gabe Ware and shoved backwards. Holzmeyer went to turn and hand it off, and there was nobody home, so he tucked it, ran as best he could, and got back maybe to the line of scrimmage before he met the hit from the sticks. Yeah, he turned to his right, and his back was about a yard to his left on the other side, on the back side of him. So he was naked out there on an island with that football, and he got hit by 4 or 5 guys.
Colby driving. They did give him a yard gain, 2nd down 9. Under 2 to work first half. Play Center leading 28-21. Handoff left side. Short yardage play. Tigers do a good job. And Enneking almost stripped it free as the ball carrier was going to the ground at Sheldon Barton.
And that's what I've been talking about, and that's what I've been grumbling about and sounding like a crotchety old guy up here. 3 guys put a pop on him that time, and they hit him hard. They hit him with physical. You got to bring these guys down. You got to stay with them, and that time they did, drove him backwards.
Well, to put it quite bluntly, Chet, you got to tackle as hard as they run, and they are running the ball hard right now.
Yes, they are.
3rd down coming up for Colby. 1:21 to work. Tigers do lead at 28-21 here in this first half. You're listening to Tiger Football on KCLY.
Whether you want the tried and true seed wheat varieties or a blend of the latest in the field of genetic innovations suited for your specific soil conditions, Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales wants to be your source for seed wheat and starter fertilizer. Let us explain all the details and then place your order to ensure we have enough on hand. We can also add treatment to your seed wheat to protect it while it gets established and ready for a harsh winter. This is Blaze. Stop in and see us at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Winter will be here before you know it. Now is the perfect time to schedule a propane tank inspection and fill by the professionals at Propane Central. Whether you use propane at your home, farm, or business, you can be sure you are getting the best value with Propane Central. Call today or visit them online at propanecentral.com.
Propane Central, leader, innovator, and friend.
3rd down and 7 coming up for the Colby Eagles after a Tiger timeout on defense that time. Football is at Clay Center's 32. Holzmeyer with one back behind him. He has 2 receivers staggered right, 1 left. Back to pass on 3rd and 7. Stands in the pocket. A little pressure starts to come. Now fires downfield. A wide open 2 receivers. And it is caught and taken in by Shippers again. He wrestled his own man to the football and took it away. And the big freshman's in for his 4th TD of this game.
Yeah, that's not something you see every day. We didn't have anybody close to him on coverage, and they about broke up the pass between themselves. And for a minute, I thought maybe they did.
In fact, they looked back at each other when Shipper stepped into the end zone, and I thought he was looking at the ground where the ball might lie. But instead, Jordan Shippers gets another one, and now Colby is right back within 1, and they'll try the extra point to tie it with 1:11 to go in this first half. Extra point try on its way. Long enough, and it splits the uprights. Tied at 28. 1:11 to work in the first half in Colby. Stay here. You won't want to miss what's coming next.
What happened?
This house is too small.
So let's buy a new house.
But we can't afford a new house. Money doesn't grow on trees.
That's why we'll go to United Bank and Trust. I heard they have low mortgage rates that are affordable for everyone.
Well, then let's go right now.
Stop and see me, Maria Fitzmeyer,
or me, Carla Sweet, at United Bank and Trust to talk about getting your new home loan process started.
or visit us online at ubankonline.com. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ray's Apple Market is glad to provide customers with quality choices to feed your family while saving you money. From peanut butter to box dinners, snack items, canned goods, and more. The variety of the Wow Bins at Ray's Apple Market is always changing and offers you more savings. You'll find the Wow Bins throughout the store that features your favorite brands, private labels, and new food items to try. Shop every week to find great values and stock up on pantry items your family enjoys.
1:11 to go, first half, as Dr. Stat, Kerry Carlson, just looked up as we went to break, said, there might be time for 2 more possessions in this half. And you got to think, there might be, the way these two teams are going at it. What a catch the last time. I mean, Shippers, the freshman, wrestled his own teammate to the football and got it and took it in for his 4th TD of the game. Tyler Young back to receive the kick. Last time out of bounds. This time it is line drive right down the middle. Young takes it at his own 12-yard line. Through the middle looking for a block. Now trying to explode. Nowhere to go. And he'll be wrestled down at Clay Center's own 25-yard line. 1:04 to work, first half. Tigers down to their final timeout, maybe. They may have 2 because I think they charged them for a timeout when they had the clock discrepancy. They marked it off the scoreboard. I think the Tigers have 2 timeouts left in this half.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been assessed for that. But, this has got to be exciting to watch and exciting to listen to. But I'm a defensive guy. I don't like the games where the last team with the ball is the one that wins.
Not how it's scripted for the Tigers typically either. First down 10, Tigers from their own 25. Ball is lost on the snap. Cade Wallace comes up with it, though. It's second down. Wow. Cade never had it. We could see the ball suspended in the air before it hit the turf. And then you saw Cade get able to jump on top of it, and now the clock goes inside of a minute. Second down 11, only a loss of a yard. And I say only because it was not a loss of the football. Tigers have 2 turnovers in this first half already.
Yeah, we don't want to give them the ball inside the 25.
Tigers letting the clock milk down now to 41 seconds before they go to snap it again. Second down, 11 yards to work, 35 on the clock, first half, tied at 28. Handoff, they'll pitch out right. This is Adam Ebert now to the sideline, gets the block from Tyler Young, and then it's sandwiched out of bounds as he takes it out to the 35-yard line, very close to the first down. It does stop the clock with 26 to work. Adam Ebert can fly. The Atom Bomb can move. It appears he's just short, but it gives the Tigers a chance maybe to convert this first down and get to halftime. Third down short for the Tigers. Clock stops as Ebert was hit out of bounds. 26 on the second quarter clock. 28 28 ball game. Third down, a yard. Wallace under center. In motion goes Young. They'll pitch it out to Tyler Young, left side. Gets a block from Ebert. Now cuts against the grain. He's going to be caught and brought down with 19 to work. 16, 15. Let's see if Colby burns a timeout. I would be shocked they wouldn't force the Tigers to punt the football with 7, with 6. And they're going to head to halftime. Content with a tie at 28-28. Halftime is here. A shootout in the works in Colby. This old Western shootout here in Western Kansas on this football Friday night. 28 ball game. Stay with us. We'll come back in a moment. We'll look at this first half at the end of halftime. But next, we'll talk with Parker Folks, Adam Ebert, and Coach Joe Weethorn on our Platte County Community College halftime show on the way next.
Will you be ready for winter driving? You will with a Ford SUV from Hanson Ford in Clay Center. The Ford Edge, Explorer, and Escapes have the all-wheel drive and the four-wheel drive power you'll need for the winter weather conditions you know will occur. The good news is, now through November 2nd, Hanson Ford is having a big SUV season sale event where you can get excellent financing rates, but they're only offered for a limited time. Stop in to Hanson Ford to see if you qualify.
Headphones, cell phones, portable drives, wireless keyboards, and more. Radio Shack offers awesome tech solutions for everyday use. From batteries and memory cards to auto connectors and cables, you'll find exactly what you're looking for, plus a wide variety of accessories to upgrade your digital equipment. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, enabling everyone to find what they need to connect and power their lives. Downtown Clay Center.
We're joined now by Parker Folks. 2 juniors join us today on the Locker Room Show. And Parker, I asked him if he knew what was going on. He said, well, you're going to ask me about football, I suppose. Smart guy right here. It's the reason he's one of the main guys up on the front row, both sides of the football. Parker, you guys go to Colby this week. I get you right after practice, and I know you're tired, wanting to get the heck out of here, so thanks for taking some time for us. What does this Friday night mean for you guys after getting the Week 1 win and then finding out Colby knocked off Concordia?
It just is another step that we have to take to host a home playoff game, which we haven't done since Coach Rice's first year. We're on a mission, our whole team, to host a home playoff game, and we don't want to repeat from last year, not making it to the playoffs, lose to Colby on extra points. We want to smash it down their throat.
Talk about smashing it down the throat this past Friday of the Goodland Cowboys. I really thought that was a game that you guys would win a couple of scores by. To pull away in the manner that you did, I mean, you guys went a little crazy out there for a while, knocking things around.
Once we got that first touchdown, it's just like the domino effect. Everything just started clicking for us. Things went our way. But with our offense, once that starts happening, all things can break loose and anybody can make a big play at any given time, whether it's a pancake block or Tyler Young running 80 yards untouched. It just can happen in our offense.
The pancake block you mentioned, and Jacob Blackburn, of course, has tabbed you guys the IHOP crew. I love the fact you brought that up. Okay, we do a little thing called Tiger Trivia. So you're ready for anything I throw at you, right?
Yep.
All right. Long road trip coming up to Colby.
Yes.
Who is the first guy that's going to crack a joke on the road trip to Colby this week?
Tyler Young.
Without a doubt?
Without a doubt.
And I asked who was the best joke teller earlier this year, and then I asked, could we tell any of the jokes here on our Locker Room Show? The answer was no. Would you say it's going to be of that variety?
Yes, definitely.
Very good. All right. When ordering tacos, hard shell or soft shell?
Soft shell.
Without a doubt. And we talk about chewing gum. What is your favorite?
Double bubble.
Double bubble. Baseball guy somewhere down the road has to be for a double bubble chewer. Parker Folks, our guest on the Locker Room Show.
Central Valley Ag suggests this year you rethink your post-harvest schedule.
If this El Nino is as strong as it is and sets in as deep as it does, we could be looking for a wet fall time frame.
CVA agronomist Mike Zwingman says get on the list for fall fertilizer, soil samples, or weed control right away.
It's really important for us to make sure that as you're harvesting, we get out and get those fields soil sampled almost as soon as you get out of the field with the combine.
Get a hold of Central Valley Ag and make sure your fall field work gets done this fall.
What happened?
This house is too small.
So let's buy a new house.
But we can't afford a new house. Money doesn't grow on trees.
That's why we'll go to United Bank and Trust. I heard they have low mortgage rates that are affordable for everyone.
Well, then let's go right now.
Stop and see me, Maria Fitzemeyer.
Or me, Carla Sweet, at United Bank and Trust to talk about getting your new home loan process started.
Or visit us online at ubankonline.com. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. We've got you covered.
Did the recent storm cause damage to your roof? Call Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia now to have a member of our team provide an estimate to restore your roof. Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has been replacing and installing commercial and residential roofs for over 35 years. You can trust the Geisler team to get the job done right.
Twin Valley Locker Room Show is back inside Clay Center Tiger football, and a chance to talk now with the Atom Bomb, Adam Ebert, and he has gotten out there this year and gotten out in space. I want to talk about the blocking that you have done. We had the IHOP crew member, Parker Folks, talking about pancake blocks. When we had Tyler Young on the same show, right where you're standing, and I asked him what he looks for when he gets outside, and the first thing he said was green grass. But the second thing he said was your number, because when you got Adam Ebert blocking for you, a lot of good things happen. How fun is it to get out there and block for a guy that can move like Tyler?
Yeah, it's kind of like the IHOP crew, like Parker said. It's you just get out there and you block for Ty, and then when he goes past you just keep getting in people's way, running interference for him, and then it's awesome to see him go like 80 yards, and so it's a really good feeling to be able to block and run the ball at the same time.
He also said when I asked him if there was a Tiger on the team that could catch him or get close, he said, if anyone, it would be Adam Ebert. Can you really catch T-Money?
Me and Ty, I guess we go like off and on. Earlier in the year, I beat him in the 40, but I don't know if I could consistently do that. Ty's pretty fast, so I guess there's a chance I could, but I would say probably he'd have the better end of it, if anything.
It's good to have both these guys on the same side of the football. We do know that much for the Tigers. Okay, Tiger trivia, you ready? In practice this year, favorite drill you run all year long?
Oh, definitely the option drill. Everyday option drill for H&Zs, fullbacks, and quarterbacks. It's great.
You're not being sarcastic at all?
No, I mean, I like it. It's just we do it a ton, so I got to put it up there.
And least favorite drill you do throughout the year?
Rat in the hole for linebackers. I don't know, it's just I don't like it that much, but it's important that we do tackling and stuff, but it's just not my cup of tea, I guess.
Yeah, he's going into politics with answers like that. He's got both sides covered. Okay, when ordering nachos, jalapenos or no?
No, I'm not good with spicy food.
Okay, good answer. We'll keep that in mind. And favorite Pandora station?
I don't listen to Pandora.
Favorite song on any playlist you have on any device, what would it be?
Let's go with Welcome to the Jungle.
Good call. And long road trip, since we're talking this trip out to Colby. If you're wanting to see a movie on the way, there's time for many. What's going to be the movie you want to request?
I would go with can't remember what it's called. It's with Baby Miles. I can't even remember. Parker, what is it? Friday Night Lights. There you go.
Friday Night Lights. And we will be under the Friday Night Lights with these guys once again, trying to get, as Parker said, on a mission for a home playoff game. It's been a while. Good luck at Colby, guys. Adam Ebert with us on the Twin Valley Locker Room Show.
I was going over paperwork in central office when in sauntered.
The name's Bond. I'm needing to lay low. I thought maybe selling office supply products would be a good disguise.
Well, we do offer great savings on items such as Laurel office furniture, desk, chairs, filing cabinets, and more, plus over 1,000 Business Source office supply items, house brands, but same great quality.
Perfect. And what do you think about this big rubber nose and mustache?
They'll never recognize you. Folks, for all your office furniture and supply needs, come see us at Central Office Service and Supply in Clay Center.
Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth.
Invest locally today for a better community tomorrow. Since 1911, Farmway, your local cooperative, continues to serve customers and its community with professional service and value-added products for all your agricultural and energy needs to plant the crop, take care of the crop, and store the grain after harvest. When looking for a resource or an extra hand for your farm, turn to Farmway, your cooperative.
When it's time to replace that car or truck you're driving, or if you are in the market for your first vehicle, come see us at Union State Bank. We take the time to help you determine the price range of a vehicle that works in your budget. We finance cars and trucks at very competitive rates and offer an extended warranty program to give you that peace of mind for those unexpected repairs. So before you make one of the largest purchases in your life, come see us at Union State Bank to get pre-approved for your next car or truck loan. Member FDIC.
Once again, we take you back in the Twin Valley Locker Room Show, and now joined instead of Coach Todd Rice this week, he's in parent-teacher duty this week. So he brought in the superstar, the Broadway guy. Coach Joe Weethorn is with us. Joe, talk about stepping in this year on the sidelines with the Tigers. You know, you grew up watching, then playing, starring with the Tigers, going on to play at the college level. Talk about stepping in with these guys and what it's been like now to get in the mix from a different view.
It took a little getting used to at first. I was still wanting to be the guy strapping it up and going out there, just coming back from college and stuff. So it was a little different pace from the college that I was used to. Emporia State runs the spread, and so it's a lot faster pace than what we do here in Clay Center. But it's been fun. It's been a process that I've really enjoyed, and it's made me feel like I'm back into it. And I still wish I could go suit up with these guys. I mean, it's been a fun season and a lot of hardworking guys out there. And so I've coached, or I guess all the coaches except for Coach Hayes, I've coached or were coaches when I was here, and so it was easy to come back into the program and have that relationship already built with those coaches, and so it was a lot easier to feel welcomed and to jump right into things.
Yeah, it makes sense because you do know those guys very, very well, and now you work really alongside Coach Hayes quite a bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we coach the freshmen together, and then we help Coach Lane and Coach Last with the JV, so we've got a lot of time together, and he also helps me out with the wide receivers, so we spend a lot of time together in practice and other games and traveling and stuff. So
I've heard Parker and Adam both talk about getting a home playoff game, and it has been a long time for the Tigers. There's still big steps to take. We know that, but the first step is this road trip to Colby. What do you know about the Eagles? What are some of the things you've really focused on this week?
We're going to really have to shut down the run game. They have a dominant run game. They got some big guys up front, and they like to run that smash mouth football and just try to shove it down our throats. But we've got some good guys on the D-line and those middle linebackers with Gabe Ware and Casper. I mean, those guys are some tough-hitting guys, and so those guys come out and play well and shut down that run game. I think we'll really have a pretty good chance with our explosive offense. I don't think we should have any problems putting any points on the board. It's just we need to limit the big plays and limit their run game.
We do Tiger Trivia each week. Now, this is 3 random questions, could be about anything. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay, the first one is about Tiger football. All right, and so we asked earlier favorite drills and least favorite from Adam Ebert. As a coach now, take away the fact that you used to do these drills. As a coach, what drill do you get truly the most pleasure out of putting your guys through?
I run a lot of the wide receivers drills, so I like running them through. We do a sled drill, just working footwork and stuff, so I'd say 3-man sled drill for wide receivers.
If you were playing, you said you feel like you want to get the pads on often. Who's the one guy you would want to avoid running the football anywhere on the football field of the Tigers currently?
Depending on kind of what offense, I suppose. Balin Brumfield's kind of one of those guys that if I was playing quarterback, I wouldn't want him rushing off the edge. Gabe Ware really brings it up the gut, so I'd have to say it's probably a toss-up between one of those 2 guys.
And I would agree from watching. I would avoid those guys as best as I could as well. Okay, little random stuff here. Adam Ebert says he doesn't listen to Pandora. Do you?
Yeah, occasionally.
And what would be your favorite Pandora station?
Probably Red Dirt Country.
Very good. Okay, if you're ordering nachos, we asked this too, jalapenos or no? Adam said he doesn't do good with spicy food.
Jalapenos on the side. I'd eat them plain. I don't mix them with the nachos. I just eat them plain.
Joe's always been complicated, trust me. And what's the last book you read?
It was Winston. It was a book on Winston Churchill. Churchill's Secret Agent or something along those lines. It was a book on one of the world wars and the spy games, all the scandal stuff, I think.
It's an impressive answer. I don't think he made it up either. Broadway coach Joe Weathorn, we appreciate you being with us, Joe. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
The Twin Valley Locker Room Show, we take you inside Tiger football.
Twin Valley is proud to announce their free Twin Valley Wi-Fi zone, available to all fans at Unruh Stadium. With Twin Valley Wi-Fi, you can share the moments from the game with all your friends and family. Listen to the game on the KCLY app, post Instagram pics, tweet updates of the game, and update Facebook, all for free, without using your valuable cellular data. Enjoy the game and go Tigers from your friends at Twin Valley.
Crop Production Services offers the best quality corn and soybean seed lineup that truly fit your acres and the way you farm. Year after year, top-performing brands such as Asgrow, DeKalb, Dynagrow, and Mycogen turn top yields in field trials. Get expert agronomic advice, responsive service, and consistent fair pricing from Crop Production Services. Early cash and volume discounts and financing options available. Visit with Pat, Josh, Doug, and Sheldon for all your corn and soybean seed needs.
It's time for Tiger football. I'm sure the coaching staff has put together a solid game plan for tonight's game. Have you thought about your insurance game plan? Hi, Tiger fans. This is Jim Gearhan with Farmers Union Insurance. We can customize insurance plans from everything from cars, trucks, and combines to houses, boats, and businesses. We can even insure your retirement. Stop by and see me, Jim Gearhan, at 426 Lincoln Avenue in downtown Clay Center, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics.
Well, once again, our thanks to the guys taking time out of the week to sit and visit with us for the Cloud County Community College halftime show. Get started on a college degree while you're still in high school. Take online classes or concurrent classes offered at your high school throughout Cloud County Community College. Check with your counselor and add a Cloud County Community College class to next semester's schedule. Well, Chet, we've had a chance to kind of catch your breath. I know the players have been trying to do the same and maybe try to game plan around the second half. I know you and I expected this to be a close game, but to be a shootout in this manner, I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't expect us to make it a close game in the way that it happened by any means. You know, how many times do we come out at the beginning of the third quarter and we talk about, no matter what the score is, we say, hey, it's a 0-0 game, you know? Well, really it is. I mean, it is tied up here, 28-28, and here we go. But I didn't expect all the big plays. I expected the sustained drives where we score from short yardage, and they do the same. But we've had no short touchdowns
from either team. The shortest touchdown run is 31 yards, if I'm not mistaken. Tyler Young, 151 first-half yards rushing on 8 carries, 3 touchdowns. Gabe Ware, 6 carries, 31 yards. Adam Ebert, a couple of carries, 15 yards. Cade Wallace, 3 carries, 14 yards. The Tigers put 211 yards of ground offense up on the board. And, of course, 84 yards through the air. That's the Cade Wallace to Balin Brumfield pass for the TD. Jace Casper has 4 tackles to lead the way. Hunter Mullen, Parker Folks, Gavin Ware, Peyton Lane, 3 tackles each. A couple of quarterback pressures and 2 tackles coming from Balin Brumfield at that end position. So, obviously, the Tigers knew about Jordan Shippers. It's not as if this freshman came out of nowhere, but do you think there are times that you know about a freshman that's done some big things, but you're not sure? They're obviously very sure now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
it's very possible.
What's unfortunate is that they knew he was a freshman. You know, if anything,
probably so.
Because yeah, I mean, he is a physical football player, a specimen, and he can play and he can run. I mean, once he gets in the open field, it's not just being big and bruising. He has got some tremendous speed and hands. We've already seen tonight as well. He accounts for all 4 of their touchdowns on the night. The scores to pass along real quickly: Lynn trails Pike Valley at half, 30-0. Washington County undefeated up on Marysville, 6-0. That's the halftime score. Concordia big on Goodland, 28-0. Abilene leads Hayes 29-7 at the halftime score. And it's gone final in the Hanover-Clifton-Clyde game. Hanover 46-0. That is a final. Here it is a 28-28 shootout ready to go into the second round of ammunition. The kickoff from the Tigers. Remember, Colby deferred after winning the coin toss. Return to the right sideline. Brady Milligan, a big-time hit
at the 37-yard line. Good return for Colby, but how about the senior Milliken stepping up and making a play?
Brady just made a hit like I've been asking for, throughout that entire second quarter of play tonight, and we just needed to rub off on everybody else tonight. Our Tigers are playing good. I mean, they're playing good, but they just got to step it up a little bit on the defensive side right now because of how Colby stepped it up on the offensive side.
Tiger defense out there right now trying to dig in and make a play. 1st and 10 for Colby. They start at their own 36-yard line. Holzmeyer stands in that gun with 2 backs behind him. He will work left side, handoff underneath, and a carry by Sheldon Martin. Tigers stand this up, but it's still a 3-yard gain on first down. It'll be second down at 7. Ran into a wall of Tigers, but he had some room to get the momentum going before he ran into contact. Nice gain of 3. It's a gain of 6, second down at 4. Friendly spot, it appeared, from where we first saw him go down, but obviously his momentum taking him forward almost 6 yards. Whitfield out of the backfield goes in motion. He'll hand off underneath, and now Martin running to the outside right. It's going to be brought down on the sideline by Tyler Young, but it's a 1st and 10. This football is taken down inside Tiger territory, and Colby's first possession has shown no different than the momentum they gained in the first half.
I need to play that back. I'm not sure that was that might have been a direct snap. Yeah. They're doing a lot of different things there.
Well, they put Whitfield in motion out of the backfield from right to left and then ran it to the opposite side of his motion. Same situation here. Snap to Holzmeyer. This time it is going to be a pass out to the outside, and that is going to be an incomplete pass. Peyton Lane thinking 3rd defensive touchdown of the year, but instead it was a forward pass, so it's incomplete, second down and 10. Dante Whitfield was the receiver. He was standing in what would have been a lateral pass, but the throw, I thought, from Holzmeyer took him forward.
It was just forward enough, to not be a fumble.
So second down and 10, 48-yard line of the Tigers. Again, Whitfield in motion, same situation. Here's Holzmeyer, handoff underneath. This is going to be Sheldon Martin again with room to run. Downfield, tackled by the backfield of the Tigers. Tyler Young finished off what Adam Ebert, the outside linebacker, had started. This is a gain of nearly 10.
I'll tell you what, Colby's doing very well on this right side that they're blocking. But, it's not enough to make a good block. They're staying with the block, and they're tying up like our cornerback or our outside linebacker 8 yards downfield.
And they say 1st and 10, a 10-yard carry. I'll tell you what else they've done, Chet. I think, anyway, they have put Shippers left, and they have moved Whitfield in motion left, and they ran right every time. And the Tigers are paying attention to 34 and 11 after the first half.
And Whitfield, when he goes in motion, it's a little faster than everybody else.
Right. 1st down and 10. Football now at the Tiger 37-yard line. Handoff left side. Here is Whitfield, and he gets into the open field, brought down after a gain of 5, maybe 6 yards. It'll be second down, and let's call it 5 to go. Football inside Clay Center's 35-yard line. 10:28 to work third quarter, tied at 28. And right now, Colby has come out and really sent an early message from their offense once again.
They really, really have. And, they have a very diversified offensive play call. And not just all the different formations and all kinds of different motions, but they just have a lot of different plays they run out of that, and it makes the defense have to deal with a lot of looks.
Or second down, 6 to go. This is going to be a handoff underneath, and the ball comes loose, but it's picked up by Colby, and they're going to gain yardage out of the play. It popped loose from Martin. It was on the ground momentarily. It's going to be gathered back in near the first down marker. They're going to gain yardage on this play.
That's crazy. And they hadn't fumbled all game, and there it goes shooting out. And I'm
advancing a fumble is what we're up here in the booth trying to motion each other, and obviously you can, because it's going to be 3rd and 1 instead of what could have been a turnover or second down and long. Here's Holzmeyer. Counterplay from left to right, and it's going to be Shippers brought down from behind. Chase Casper going for the big hit. It was Anthony Atkinson Enninking who was able, at an outside linebacker, to grab enough jersey and hang on for dear life and bring Shippers down. But it is 1st and 10.
Boy, everything with that fumble just worked out for Colby perfectly, because we had him stop with no gain, and they fumbled among a whole bunch of white jerseys, but it happened to go right to the one black jersey person there, and they pick up like 5 more yards?
5 yards, brought up 3rd down and short, and they convert. They have a heavy loaded right side of that line. Here is a handoff to Shippers going that direction. Hit by Atkinson Enneking, then by Libby. And I tell you, the Ant-Man coming in strong. That's Shippers running on the right side behind some blockers, and he just lowered his shoulder pads level down and went after him. It is a gain of 5, 2nd down, and 5 yards to go. 8:40 left, 3rd quarter. Colby eating up a lot of clock to begin this second half with the football in a 28-28 tie. Tigers trying to find a stop. Here's Holzmeyer. Handoff through the middle. Martin cut from behind. Casper takes it away and takes off the other direction. The freak makes the tackle, stripped at the same time, and comes up with a turnover. Big-time play by Jace Casper. He had the tackle as the Shelvin Martin was going to the ground. The ball exposed, and Jace Casper just reached in and picked his pocket.
He just pried it out of his elbow and took off the other way. What a great play, and that's the stop we needed. Way to go, freak. You know, that Colby had some momentum on offense.
Big time.
Yeah, what a stop.
They ate up almost 4 minutes of clock, and I tell you, if Holzmeyer hadn't been in the area, Jace Casper may have been off to the races for 6 the other direction. Big time stop for the Tigers defensively. The freak, Jace Casper, gets the turnover, and the Tigers stop that momentum and have possession back, still tied at 28 apiece. Cade Wallace goes in under center. In motion goes Young. Handoff right side. No, it's a pitch out to Tyler Young on the outside right, and he's got some room again. Here goes Tyler Young. He may be gone again to the 25-20, the 15, the 10. Nobody catches him. T-Money to the house one more time. His 4th touchdown run of the night. This one comes from way downtown, 77 yards for T-Money. And he just toyed with them in the middle of the field, Chet. I mean, he got loose on the sideline, then got through a seam, and just a wiggle of the hip, a shake of the shoulder pad, and he was gone.
Well, he's got 4 touchdowns. Can we give that one to Jace Casper?
Like, he may have the block of the game, Jace Casper, on that drive by Colby. And Brady Milliken, a big block on it outside that freed up Tyler Young. Here's the kick from Peyton Lane on its way and through, and the Tigers have reclaimed the lead. Colby driving, Casper the stop, the forced turnover and recovery, and T-Money breaks loose again. 35-28, 8:12 to work, 3rd quarter. Tigers lead it here in Colby.
Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth.
Invest locally today for a better community tomorrow. Since 1911, Farmway, your local cooperative, continues to serve customers and its community with professional service and value-added products for all your agricultural and energy needs to plant the crop, take care of the crop, and store the grain after harvest. When looking for a resource or an extra hand for your farm, turn to Farmway, your cooperative.
Hey folks, Bill Rice from the Green Team, 802 West Crawford and Clay Center. We have got a great selection of Ram 1500 pickups right now with 0% financing and some great savings. How about this one, a Ram Quad Cab 1500, 20-inch wheels, Hemi engine, keyless entry, only $29,885. That's at the Green Team, 802 West Crawford, Clay Center, Kansas, or check us out on the web at greenteamcars.com.
Tigers up now by a touchdown again, 35-28 on a 73-yard touchdown run from T-Money. Here's a return for Colby by a one tackler. Now toward the middle of the field and out across the 45-yard line. Colby, another good return, but that's Tanner Elias, who returned one in the first half in good position. This time takes it out for Colby across the 45. A one-play drive of 73 yards. Tyler Young got to the outside right, and he made a couple of little wiggles. It didn't even look like he changed position on the field, but defenders just kind of moved away from him, and then he just walked his way into the end zone once he got inside the 10.
Well, and we had both thought Cade had given that inside handoff, and he comes around on the corner and makes that pitch.
Handoff now to Chipper's right side. He will dive forward, picking up 8 or 9 on the first down carry. Boy, deflating for Colby. You're driving, you're moving, you're eating clock up in his third quarter opening possession, and then Jace Casper denies you with the forced turnover and the steal of the football. And then Tyler Young, one play later, 73.
Oh, man.
Tiger defense gave lots of ground up, but eventually got that turnover. Now here's Dante Whitfield left side, and he's got some room. First down and more. He takes it to the Tiger 37-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Colby Eagles.
One thing I've been seeing a lot of, not even before, Jace made a great strip there, but Jace made that strip at the right way, the right time to do it. I'm seeing on both sides of the ball a lot of people tackling the ball. They're trying to force that turnover. And, maybe Colby's coming off of that after six that they got from Conn last week. Here is the Eagles, 1st down and 10. And off right side, little power run to Shippers. He's hitting the backfield, drugged down from behind by Adam Ebert. The Adam bomb hangs on and makes the play. It's a 3-yard gain for the big freshman. Adam did a great job at that time out here. Great job of defense by Adam at the outside linebacker there. He played it perfect, made a good stop. The Tigers lead by 7 after the steal away and then the touchdown run of Tyler Young. 2nd down and 7 for Colby. They have gone already to the Clay Center 37-yard line. Handoff underneath and a slip of a tackle, then a big-time hit by Jace Casper, the freak all of a sudden being heard from in this 3rd quarter. Jace is just going to put the team on his back right now and say, let's do this, boys.
And defensively, they need somebody. They found their stars on the offensive side. That offensive line, Tyler Young, Van Brumfield, the list can go on. But defensively, Colby's found their offensive stars too. 31-yard line of Clay Center, 3rd down and 3. Olsmeyer, he's going to hand it off left side. Dante Whitfield breaks by a tackle. Now gets to the open field, dragged down as he takes it inside Clay Center's 20-yard line. On 3rd and 3, Dante Whitfield. We said they've got a lot of weapons. You look at the numbers on this team, Shippers stands out all of a sudden because he's got fire. But a lot of guys don't have big yardage running the football because a lot of guys run it a lot.
Yeah, they do. They do more by committee than I thought coming in when I was reading.
Here's a handoff right side. Shippers, a little spin back move by the quarterback. Tackled by Adam Ebert and Jace Casper in on the play again. 6:05 to work. Tigers lead here in the 3rd quarter, 35-28. Colby driving, though. 2nd down and 3. It's now inside Clay Center's 15-yard line, down to the 13 it goes.
Well, Colby definitely has time of possession in this quarter because we only had one play.
That's right. Yeah, they drove almost 4 minutes off the clock when they first started this half. Here's Holzmeyer, handoff. Oh, head in the backfield. Gabe Ware makes the stick, and it's going to be a loss of yardage as it'll be taken back about 5-6 yards. Gabe Ware shot through, and the hit from the sticks met Shelvin Martin with a big-time hit.
Oh, what a hit, too. He just stunned him. Just stunned him. And then there was help coming behind Gabe.
So 3rd down or 2nd down and 3 becomes 3rd down and 7 for the Colby Eagles. Again, that's the Tiger 22-yard line. The receiver goes wide left. That's Elias, the guy that's been on the return a couple of times, including the last kickoff. Here's Holzmeyer. Pitch out left. Martin bobbled. Now goes to the sideline. Stretched out. Nothing there. The Tigers make the play. Peyton Lane coming up from the quarterback and makes the stick to stop him for no gain.
Peyton Lane got to make that tackle. That was a fun tackle to make. He got to make that tackle. But there were 3 other Tigers out there helping contribute to the fact that that was going to happen. They strung it out.
And it all started with Parker Folks and Garrett Craig and Dylan Carlson and Valen Brumfield inside, stretching that thing out. 4th down and 9. And it will be Colby lining up to go for it. Deep in Tiger territory. 4th and 9, back to pass. Holzmeyer flushed out of the pocket, rolling right. Now fires in the flat to Shelvin Martin short. He will take it to the sideline. Bumped, knocked out of bounds. Did he get to the 1st down marker? It is at the 12-yard line. That appears to be Tiger football. No, it is going to be inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. But I'll correct myself. I was reading that 5 is the 10-yard line, and Colby has made the play on a little check-down throw from Holzmeyer to Shelvin Martin.
Yeah, and it was wide open. We gave him way too much space there. And it was an easy 1st down for him.
Holzmeyer counter play. Right side running. Shippers toward the sideline right. Dives inside the 5. His legs taken out from underneath him. It'll be a gain down to the 2, 2nd down and goal.
And that official got knocked out, too. He got his legs taken out as well. Jumped right back up. He did. It didn't make a difference. They had the 1st down anyway, but the official made about a 2-yard error on the spot there on the sideline.
And I was reading the wrong yard marker, thinking that had made a difference, but it had not. Second down and goal. Holzmeyer, who's done under center a few times, in there now at second and goal to 2. He will hand it off underneath. Nothing there. Tigers stand up, and they'll lose a yard. It brings up third down and goal. It's now at the 3-yard line as the Tiger defense underneath. Dylan Carlson, Garrett Craig, those two guys inside. Gavin Ware gets thrown in that mix as well. We see those guys out there a lot and making big plays.
What it turns into on those kinds of plays, the back can't keep fighting for the end zone because he has to fight to hang on to the ball.
So third and goal now at the 3-yard line. Holzmeyer again under center. He will turn, hand off right side. Shippers is hit once, hit twice, and dropped at the line of scrimmage, if not back a yard, and a wave of Tigers came calling that time. Lane Lybian runs support. Carlson again on the play. Craig in there again. And then the linebacking crew just kept coming with them.
I tell you what, the Tigers have been bringing it. They've been bringing it ever since Jace got that ball. I mean, every play since then, I've just seen a different Tiger defense.
They converted 4th 9. Now they have 4th down and goal at the Tiger 4-yard line, placing her up by a touchdown. Holzmeyer rolling left, wants to pass. Sets, fires wide open, back of the end zone. It's Jordan Shippers again, and they lost him in the back of the end zone, and now Colby's got the lead. Back down to 1. 35-34, 2 4th down conversions for Colby on that drive.
Yeah, and I keep thinking somebody's going to score a touchdown for him other than the freshman.
Hasn't happened yet. Number 5 on the night for Shippers. Now it's the extra point try for the Eagles to tie it. They missed one earlier, but this one booted perfectly through. We're tied at 35 here in Colby. A barn burner to say the least. Stay with us. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
For students looking for stress-free, convenient banking, the Citizens National Bank offers a student checking account. When you open your student checking account with CNB, you'll have all the benefits to make banking easy, such as a debit card, online banking with e-alerts, and mobile banking with a branded CNB app. Your smartphone is a great tool to access your account and monitor your daily transactions and balance. Stop by after class and look into the student checking at the Citizens National Banking Clay Center. Member FDIC.
Know what makes this Subway footlong the biggest, bestest sandwich on earth?
What?
Me. Because I chose everything. See all that juicy, tender steak and melty cheese?
Yeah.
My idea. See that freshly baked Italian urban cheese bread?
Uh-huh.
My idea.
Oh.
The chipotle sauce, green peppers, red onions. Hey, what are you doing?
Sharing. My idea. This is great. You know how to pick them, dude.
Your Subway footlong. Nothing bigger, nothing better. Subway. Eat fresh.
Well, back once again, we bring you to Colby. And what a football game. I can hear Keith Jackson right now. Oh, Nelly. Oh, boy. What a fun we had. I mean, this is one of those games that just is, you can't blink.
No.
Or you're going to miss something.
These teams have so much in common, including the types of schedule they've played and the opponents they've had.
Here's a squib kick that's going to be taken by a Tiger up back, and smartly just getting on top of it is Atkinson Enneking, and the Tigers will take over at their own 34-yard line. So Clay Center will have it now tied again, 35-35.
Do you think they told the kicker, don't kick it to that kid, number 15?
Well, if I'm coaching, I would have said it a couple of times ago, I'm guessing.
Because they put it along the ground.
So 1st and 10 Tigers, tied at 35, 2:21 to work. We're still in the third quarter here. Cade Wallace and that Tiger offense back up on the line. Young and Everett, the wingbacks. Ware in the backfield. Here's Wallace right side. He's going to hand it off underneath. And a short yardage play. Ware hit late that time as the whistle was blowing. I think the momentum of the Colby lineman just wouldn't let him stop. It is a gain of 2 yards maybe on the play. Second down and long. 2:03 to work, third quarter. Milliken wide to the right side for the Tigers. Balin Brumfield stays at that tight end left. Parker Folks, Jacob Blackburn, Dylan Carlson. Brandon Loader's been in there on the offensive line some in the second half. He's in there now. In motion goes Riley Griggs. They'll pitch out to Griggs right side on the sideline. He will be shoved out of bounds near the first down marker. And Griggs sure-handed, then turned it up the field, got good yardage out of it.
Yeah, he did a good job of shooting up that sideline. We can't tell from here until they set that yard mark. Oh, he got a good gain out of that.
Yeah, he gained about 4 yards. It'll be third down, still about 3 left to work. Well, may have had a 5 or 6 yard gain, actually, as he got it across 40.
He kind of, the yard marker guy walks this way, then he walks that way.
A little unstable at times on where that might be planted in the ground. Here it is, third down. We'll call it 3 to go for the Tigers from their own 41-yard line. Wallace. In motion goes Young. They'll hand it off underneath to Gabe Ware, and he will dig toward the 45. It's close. It's very close. In fact, the far side official has it from our angle looking like a 1st and 10. They will spot the ball, and it's 1st and 10 with no measurement. Gabe Ware battled strong enough behind that big offensive line.
Oh, man, and did he keep fighting? Did he keep digging to the end? And, I mean, he had no yards to spare on that.
Just pushing the blocking sled that time. He just happened to have the football in his hand in a live game. And a great game, 35-35. Tigers now 1st and 10, and the football rests at their own 44-yard line. Receiver wide right, Young in motion, left to right. They will fake the handoff. Now pitch out left side. Adam Ebert shakes by one tackler. Now dives forward across the 50-yard line into Colby territory. And it will be a 2nd down and short as the Adam Bomb got loose on the left side. Just kind of leaned his way by one tackler and let the speed do the rest.
All 7 yards he gets from the block of Tyler Young.
There you go.
On that play. Great block.
Repaying a favor or two that's happened this year, and if not this game. 25 to work, third quarter. Tigers and Colby tied at 35-35. Play center, 2nd down and 4. Back to pass. Wallace looks downfield. It is covered up, and he's going to be dropped, sacked to the backfield. He was trying to look downfield toward Brady Milliken. He started to step, pulled it back, and then the pocket just caved in on top of him. It'll be 3rd down and long as we head to the final quarter here in Colby. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
Girton Propane has provided quality service and employment opportunities for over 60 years. Girton is always on the lookout for exceptional company and owner-operator drivers to join their team. If you're a top-notch driver, call Andy at 800-232-0170. Girton transports liquid commodities throughout the 48 states with an emphasis in the Midwest. Girton is committed to excellence, safety, and quality service. Join the Girton team. Call 800-232-0170.
This harvest, producers that planted one of the high-quality wheat varieties or a blend from Oldie Seed are recording significantly better yield results. Varieties like Hot Rod, WB 4458, and WB Cedar are high-yielding wheat varieties that deliver exceptional yields and good test weights. If you want the highest quality seed, make it a point to plant an Oldie Seed wheat variety or blend this fall. Call Oldie Seed at 877-692-4555.
Well, a very low-scoring third quarter, obviously. Only a touchdown apiece, but a lot of action. Colby did have a couple of time-consuming drives, almost 4 minutes on one, I think maybe 5 minutes on another, and they did eat up some clock, but both these teams still had a big play each.
They did, so here we are. But, yeah, there was 1:35 to go in the quarter, and that was our third offensive play of the quarter.
Yeah, wow. Of course, one of those, a 73-yard touchdown run from Tyler Young, helps, but helps a lot. Tigers would love to extend this drive on 3rd down and still 7 yards to go, and they have it at their own 48-yard line. Cade Wallace sacked right before the end of the third quarter, trying to look downfield, and the pocket just caved in as coverage kept him from throwing it down the field. 3rd down and 7. Wallace under center. In motion goes Young. Now comes back the same direction. Option play. Wallace keeps it and is split at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and long, and Connor Last will be called on to punt for the first time tonight in this game. Colby's only had one punt as well.
So I tell you what, I know Cade felt that because I felt that up here.
I saw it through the binoculars, and it was a crunch by 2 Colby Eagles and big fellas up front.
That was a That was about as hard a hit as I've seen from either side tonight.
4th down and long. Connor Last stands at his own 35-yard line. Parker Folks, the long snapper. First punt of the night for the Tigers in a 35-35 tie. Snap is there. The punt is away, and it is a boomer. It'll be taken back at the 25-yard line. Returns to the right sideline, and now knocks it out of bounds at the 42, maybe 44. Colby will start on their end of the field, but they got that back to almost what would have been Clay Center's first down mark. Yeah. It's a 30-yard punt, but it is returned back out across the 40.
Yeah, you're right. It's within about a yard. I mean, the chains really don't have to move much.
Tigers have fallen behind twice in this game. They have come back once in this game, 21-20. So they've come back to take the lead. They've had it tied now twice, and Colby has the football back in a 35-35 ball game. 11:08 to work in the fourth quarter. Colby from their own 45 is where they marked him out of bounds. Fakes the handoff. Now Holzmeyer keeps it, runs it downfield, gets it out to the midfield stripe. It'll be a gain of 5. 2nd down coming up for Colby. It's 10:56 on this fourth quarter clock. Just underway in the fourth, tied at 35. District championship not necessarily resting squarely on tonight, but it's an upper hand if you get this game. 2nd down 5. Concordia was leading Goodland soundly at halftime in Goodland. Here's Holzmeyer, turns, hands off, left side. This is Dante Whitfield, and he's going to get some yardage downfield and a first down carry. Whitfield, very patient when he gets in by the middle of the line. He can sprint when he goes outside, but he's very patient, lets the blocks and the gaps kind of open as he went downfield.
Yeah, I don't know if he's fast, but he's quick. I mean, he's got really quick feet on all that close work and the motion stuff and everything. But I like how hard of a runner he is.
We've got a player down for the Tigers. Colby will have it 1st and 10. And while we have that on the field, I cannot get a number on who that is. Coach Rice coming out to check on the injured Tiger. Might be Lane Libby. It looks like as far as a single digit. That is a guess. We'll take a timeout here. Tigers and Colby tied at 35-35, week 2 of district play. Stay with us. We're back in a moment.
Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep is a proud supporter of Tiger football. Get to Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and test drive the 29-mile-per-gallon Ram truck and save during Ram Truck Month. Need an SUV? How about the 30-mile-per-gallon Jeep Grand Cherokee? For 47 years, Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep has treated you like family because our family name is on the door. Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep on West Anderson in Manhattan or online at schrammcars.com. Go Tigers!
Todd here at Walls True Value. I got to thinking, if you get an 11% rebate on everything you buy, maybe everything you buy is priced 11% too high to start with. Just saying. If you want fair prices within easy driving distance of your home, shop at Walls True Value 7 days a week for lumber, appliances, hardware, and lots of stuff you need. No silly sales gimmicks, just solid products from solid people 100% of the time at Walls True Value in beautiful downtown Clay Center. Yes, 7 days a week for you.
The injured Tiger was Lane Libby, as I guessed, and he was able to get up on his own accord, and he and J.D. Lane right now, Coach Lane walking off to the sideline and visiting all the way to the sideline. We have no idea what the injury is, but right now they're just taking him over to let him kind of get his wits back about him. Holzmeyer and Colby with it, 1st and 10. Handoff left side. This is Whitfield again, and he's running downhill once more. It took Hunter Mullen and Gavin Ware and Balin Brumfield, Caleb Mindeman on the play before they brought him down. It's a gain of 6, maybe 7 yards. And again, Colby with this momentum in the second half. They started with it on the opening possession. Jace Casper was able to force and take away a fumble that resulted in one play later a 73-yard Tyler Young TD. But then Colby came right back to tie it, and now here they are marching again. Here's Jordan Shippers to the right side. He is hit by Peyton Lane and then gets help from his friends, Jace Casper, and Shippers will be taken down. The freshman running hard picks up 1st and 10 for Colby.
You know, this is one of those areas of the state where there's so many good teams, and they're all in the same conference, and they play each other, and they're not far apart, right? I bet there's a lot of fun football games out there.
And maybe a lot of nasty football games, do you think?
Yeah.
I said first down yardage. They're going to call this short. Now, Colby's going to ask for a measurement and get it. It'll give me time to remind you that our halftime sponsor through the year is Cloud County Community College. We appreciate them being on board with us. Cloud County Community College wants Clay Center Tigers to become Cloud County T-Birds. Visit them online at cloud.edu or schedule a campus visit to find out about all the opportunities waiting for you at Cloud County Community College. Go places, be a T-Bird. It is 1st and 10 Colby as they bring the chains out, so a good call by the Eagles sideline to get a measurement because it gives them 1st and 10, and the football now moved to the 34-yard line of Clay Center. So Colby has owned the clock in the second half. Both teams have scored a touchdown with an extra point. We were tied at halftime at 28, and now down to 9 minutes left to work in the ball game. It's a 35-35 tie. And now we've got another. I thought we were going to have a clock discrepancy, but I don't think we do. Now they did put 7 seconds back on the clock. 1st and 10, Colby. It's at the Tiger 34. 35-35 tie. Holzmeyer from the gun. Whitfield in motion from right to left. They will fake it. Holzmeyer keeps it running left, and he runs right into Gabe Ware, who wracks him up and brings him down. It will be a short yardage gain on 1st down, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Boy, Gabe came hard. He came slashing through there.
And made the wrap and then brought him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down and 10. 35-35. Not many penalty tags in this entire game for all that we've had going up and down the field. 2nd and 10 here for Colby. Spinning move, handoff left, Whitfield. Gets outside, runs into Caleb Mendham, hits him high, but still able to hold on and bring him down. It will bring up a 3rd down for Colby. They've moved it inside the Tigers 30, down to the 28-yard line. 3rd down, 3 yards to go.
They had a couple flags early in the game, and I wasn't getting any of them right. And so I think they just gave up on me, left them in their pocket.
They did you a favor?
Yeah.
3rd down and 3 yards to go. Football is at the Tiger 27. Colby marching. 7:50 now left in this football game. Clay Center and Colby tied at 35. Holzmeyer works it right, fakes, moves back left, wants to fire, throws downfield and overthrows. Peyton Lane has great coverage, and then the ball falls incomplete, and now we've got a penalty flag downfield, and I did not see the play. I have no idea.
The ball was thrown in between everything there, so that was behind wherever the ball was thrown, and I couldn't see it either. I got this.
Holzmeyer had no time. He fired way over the top of his intended receiver. Peyton Lane had the best chance to catch it, holding on Colby. Now they've changed it. The sideline official corrected him. It is against the Tigers. So it's a holding call, evidently on a Tiger defensive back downfield. It was in that area, obviously. Not an interference call. A holding call is the way I understood it. It's a 5-yard penalty, but it does make it 1st and 10.
Well, that's what the White Hat called, but you can't believe him because he motioned it on Colby, too.
Well, it's a 10-yard penalty, too. So it is a 10-yard penalty. Coach Todd Rice is furious on the Tiger sideline, and now Colby will have it at Clay Center's 12, correction, at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10. 7:41 to go in the ball game. Colby with it at the Tigers 17, late 4th quarter. Handoff Shipper's right side. Gets inside the 10, or right at the 10-yard line. And he will have 2nd down and short coming up for Colby as the football moves to Clay Center's, and I'm marking down at the 11, looks like. 2nd down and 4. 7:20 to work, 4th quarter. 35-35 tie. Colby was driving their first possession of this half when Jace Casper, with the tackle wrapped up, simply reached in and pickpocketed the ball carrier and took it away, and the Tigers scored on the following play. And the only turnover of this half. Here's Shipper's left side. Gets out around the corner and is going to be brought down to the 5-yard line. And it's Caleb Mendham who makes the hit up top. 2 Tigers were working from the outside to hang on to the ball carrier. And Shippers takes it down to the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. And correction, Dante Whitfield to carry that time. Whitfield to carry for the Eagles. So 1st and goal. 6:57 now left, 4th quarter. Colby taking some time as the play clock goes into motion to look to the sideline and now move to the line of scrimmage. 1st and goal at the Tiger 5. Snap to Holzmeyer. Hands it off underneath. Left side carry, and now breaking a tackle, still trying to move forward. Jace Casper, Gabe Ware, all in on the play. Hunter Mullen finally making the stop. It's a gain of only a couple, but boy, it almost became a really dangerous run from Sheldon Martin.
Well, a lot of physicality going on down there on both sides of the ball, and they're really getting after it, both sides.
Now down to 6:20 in the ball game. It is second down and goal. Football at the 4 was a gain of 1. Holzmeyer from the gun. Spins, hands off left side again. It is Dante Whitfield who runs in and through a Tiger defender to the goal line, and a touchdown, Colby. The Eagles have gone on top with 6:04 to work in this fourth quarter. Colby able to sustain the drive, the big penalty flag that gave them the 1st and 10, and then the 2 runs following it set up the 1st and goal, and eventually the run taken in on that left side. And Colby now leads it 41-35, their second lead of the game. And they'll be on to the extra point try. Here's the snap. The hold is a hesitation, and the kick is up and still through. 42-35. The ball flattened out on the holder. He had time to pick it up, replace the set. The kicker had paused.
He had to stop.
And able to then step through almost a one-step kick and boots it through. 6:04 to work, fourth quarter. Tigers now trail by a touchdown, 42-35 here in Colby. Stay with us. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
I was straightening shelves in central office when in marched
G.I. Joe reporting for duty, sir.
Excuse me?
I'm here to represent your cleaning and break room products, sir.
Oh, you mean our high-quality, genuine Joe products. Paper towels, trash bags, mops, plates, cups, and more, all at great savings.
It's not G.I. Joe products?
I'm afraid not.
My mistake, sir. Have a good day, sir.
For all your break room and cleaning supplies, come see us at Central Office in Clay Center.
So the Tigers take over the football here. 6:04 to work, 42-35. Colby able to sustain a couple of drives this half. The Tigers denied one with the turnover, but Colby scored on the other 2, and now they have a chance to see the Tigers offensively come out and if the Tigers can kind of turn the page.
Well, and as slow as the minutes clipped off in the third quarter, they've clicked off about as quick here in this fourth quarter. We're down to 6 minutes.
Yeah, 42-35. Tigers now trail. Again, 6:04 left to go in this game. Colby goes up 42-35. And the kick is a onside, and Colby fighting for it. It's loose. There is a mad scramble. The Eagles had the first touch of it. And still fighting and scrambling, and out of the pack will come Colby, and they have taken the football back. And I was typing an update. I did not even see the kick take place.
I'll tell you, it was a line drive rocket. It wasn't like an onside that just bounces along the ground. It just hit one of our up guys, I mean, at 90 miles an hour, and then the ball flew clear up in the air off of that. And so then, you know, it's just every man for himself. They're trying to get it.
Well, a onside kick, I guess, is not really the proper term, although it worked out to be exactly that for Colby. And now, with a touchdown lead, 6:04 left to go here in the fourth quarter, and Colby has it back, and they go under center. Handoff underneath. Martin, Casper, Brumfield fighting for it in the middle right now. It's a gain of a couple, second down and 8.
Well, on that previous kick before this, you know, I talked about how they wanted to keep the ball out of Tyler's hand, and they just line drive drilled it across the ground. That's what they were trying to do, but they happened to hit one of our guys square. The ball flew up in the air, and they ended up with the ball.
5:35 remains in this ball game. Colby will milk that clock down as much as they can and watch the back judge go into count. Now they'll hand off Shippers through the middle. And a second down and 5, maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Did I see a flag come in the middle?
Flag came in from the back.
Thought I did. Now I do see it laying on the ground. And we'll see who the penalty flag goes against. Normally in the area of holding, and it is against Colby. So either 3rd and 5 or 2nd down and 12, 13. And the Tigers will obviously take the penalty yardage and move them back to still 5:18 to go.
Well, and I've been very pleased with how physical our Tiger defense has been in this second half of play. You know, and they have really stepped up and gotten out after it. But they're tired. Right now, they're very tired. Yeah. And each of the last, you know how every drive in the first half for either team was like a minute and a half? The last 2 drives for Colby are both over 5 minutes each.
Great point. Yeah. And the Tiger defense has had to keep scratching and clawing. And now they're right back out there again after the turnover. Holzmeyer, 4:58 now left. 2nd down, 16 to go. In the backfield, Phelan Brumfield. Japalian, Clowney Brumfield, the tackle back at the Colby 40. And now it brings up 3rd down in one of those Aero buses we saw driving down I-70.
That was a combination of Phelan coming through hard, and then the guy that was trying to block him kind of shoved him in the quarterback as well. And Phelan just caught that guy in stride. And good grief, how big was that loss? 10 yards more?
Yeah, 3rd down now and 22 yards to go. The football is back at Colby's own 41-yard line. Colby looking confused at the sideline. They may take a timeout here. Now they're going to go to the line of scrimmage down quickly. 3rd down and 22 to go. Colby from their own 41, down to 4:08 to work. Holzmeyer, handoff to Chipper's right side. Boy, Adam Ebert was held, and they got it called this time. It's a 1st down run for a 15-yard run from Chipper. This is coming back, though, kid, and this will send it back to about 3rd and 32 when they take the penalty yardage.
Yeah, because that'll be from that spot, which was back there.
So 3 of us, you 2 yelled it. I was thinking it, but Adam Ebert was absolutely tackled from behind to let Shippers get free. Now, this really starts to flip this field a little bit for the Tigers and give them, you know, that tired feeling you had a moment ago. Now you got a little juice running through the vein. 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Down by a touchdown, 42-35. This possession began at Play Center's 47-yard line. Now it's 3rd down and 32 to go, and it's back at Colby's own 31-yard line. 3rd down and a long way to go. And with 3:54 to work, Coach Todd Rice takes the timeout here rather than let Colby milk more time off that clock. We'll break as well. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
Central Valley Ag suggests this year you rethink your post-harvest schedule.
If this El Nino is as strong as it is and sets in as deep as it does, we could be looking for a wet fall time frame.
CVA agronomist Mike Zwingman says get on the list for fall fertilizer, soil samples, or weed control right away.
It's really important for us to make sure that as you're harvesting, we get out and get those fields soil sampled almost as soon as you get out of the field with the combine.
Get a hold of Central Valley Ag and make sure your fall field work gets done this fall.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Brutal winter days will be here sooner than you think. Is your home properly insulated to keep the cold outside and keep your energy bills affordable? If not, Geisler Roofing offers several different solutions, including spray foam insulation. At Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
3:52 remains in the 4th. Tigers trail 42-35, but they have forced Colby now to a 3rd down and 32 yards to go. On a possession for Colby that began at the Tiger 47, it's now 3rd and 32 back at Colby's own 31. Colby will line up with 2 receivers staggered to both sides. Holzmeyer is the quarterback from the gun, 1 back with him. Back to pass at the quarterback draw through the middle. And he's got 10 yards of it back, but hold it down at the 41, a gain of 10, but now 4th down and still 22 yards to go. And we've got a timeout taken by the Tigers with 3:40 left to stop this clock and force Colby to snap the football at a quicker pace and give themselves a chance to have time on the clock. And we'll see what Colby does here. Obviously punting, which becomes a dangerous, I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. We saw it just last week in college football on the final play of the game.
Right. Yeah, I don't know the team well enough, and we saw their punter once tonight, and he kind of punted a line drive that Tyler Young caught. But they're so confident with their running game I would think they maybe would be just more comfortable keeping the ball in the hands of the running back, and they've broken off runs of this big as well.
It's 4th and still 21 to go at the Colby's own 40-yard line. The first down marker for Colby to get to, would they decide to do that, would be at Clay Center's 37. So 4th down and 21. Colby does line up with the punt unit on the field. Remember, that punter is Dante Whitfield. Mm-hmm. But he stands back at his own 25 to await the long snap. Tigers getting their crew on the field. The officials have not yet started the play clock. They're about to now. 3:43 to work. Tigers trailing 42-35, about to get the football back on a Colby punt from their own 25. The line of scrimmage is at the 39. And the ball is bobbled. Now picked back up and now kicked, and he does get it away and angles to the right side. This, though, will be a good field position. Let's see how far up the side the official comes when they make this call, and they will give place into the football at their own 47-yard line. Wow. Well, the Tigers missed, I hate to say missed an opportunity, but that ball was bobbled twice and then picked up. But Clay Center had a return cut on, obvious.
We did, and we finally got somebody through just right after he did get the punt away. But the Tigers are taking possession of this ball inside of where their chains were.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, the first down marker for Colby would have been Clay Center's 37. Clay Center takes over at their own 47-yard line. And a lot of time left in this ball game. 3:42 to work. The Tigers are down to one timeout. They trail 42-35 here on the road at Colby. Cade Wallace works it right side. He will keep it, runs it forward, falls across the midfield stripe. It'll be a gain of 6 yards on first down, 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers as Murph makes a good read and then a good fall forward at the end of that run.
And 3 minutes and 25 seconds here to go in the game. Tigers don't have, they might have one timeout.
One timeout remaining. It's 2nd down and 4. Now they have it at Colby's 47-yard line. Here's Wallace again. In motion goes Ebert. They will keep it. Pitch out right side. Tyler Young trying to get a block. Now comes against the grain. Fights off a tackle. Now it's going to be pushed backwards. He gets it to the 45 of Colby. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short now for the Tigers. Went to the short side on the option. Just wasn't much room for him to move. Now 3rd down and short. Tigers go quick to the line of scrimmage. Cade Wallace, quarterback keep, balls ahead. 1st and 10 Tigers. Taking it down to the 42-yard line of the Colby Eagles. 2:45 now left. Clock stops as they move the chain. Once it's set, they'll put it back in motion.
Good grief. Cade needed about 4 feet, for that first down. He got 4 yards out, and his momentum made him fall down. That was almost one of those quarterback sneaks where all of a sudden he's in the open field.
1st and 10. Tigers now to the Colby Eagle 42-yard line. Left side. Pitch out. This is Adam Ebert. Cuts against the grain. Not much there. And he will get not more than a yard on the play with 2.5 now left in the ball game. 42-35. Colby leads it. Clay Center with possession. And they go right back up to the line of scrimmage. Tyler Young, 4 touchdowns on the night. Balin Brumfield, that long touchdown pass earlier. 2nd down and 9. In motion goes Ebert. Again, the option play. Pitch to Adam Ebert, trying to get out on the right side. He will drag his way down to the 35-yard line, nearly the 35. And we may have a penalty flag down or not? No. Dr. Stat calling for a horse collar tackle and didn't get it. Now it's 3rd down and 3, a minute 50 to work. Tigers still in good position at the Colby 35-yard line. Clay Center trying to get the call in on 3rd down and 3. A minute 42, clock is ticking. Now Wallace in under center, down by a touchdown. In motion, Tyler Young. Pitch out left for Young. Gets around the side. He's got first down yardage. Now stays in bounds inside the 30. 1st and 10 Tigers. A minute 28 to work as Tyler Young takes it on the left side and slow to get up right there. The 1st and 10 is there, but again, very slow to get up on that far side. I believe that's Tyler Young.
Yes, he was.
They killed him right at the end of the play.
Yeah, he's not getting up.
Well, let's take another injury time out here. The Tigers trying to march down by 7, a minute 29 to work. They now have it at Colby's 30-yard line. So we bring you back here on KCLY.
An old battery can stop you cold. If you're not sure your battery has the power you need to get through another season, it's better to be safe than sorry. Stop in at Hanson Ford and get a Motorcraft-tested tough battery. Plus, get a $25 mail-in rebate with the purchase of a Motorcraft battery now through December 31st at Hanson Ford. Motorcraft batteries provide dependable power for today's high-technology vehicles across a wide range of conditions. See Hanson Ford of Clay Center. Ford, go further.
Why would you get a home loan at Union State Bank? 1, your loan stays here in Clay Center, which means it's not sold to a lender in another state or country. 2, you can come in and see the same loan officer who helped you with your loan, which means no 800 numbers or foreign-speaking customer service reps. 3, this is your loan with your local bank for your community. Union State Bank has helped hold this community together for over 100 years, so let us help you out on your next loan. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Tigers have it. It was Tyler Young. He is up into the sideline, able to get off on his own willpower. 1st and 10. Tigers have it at the Colby 30. In motion, Hunter Mullen. They'll pitch to Hunter, right side. Gets a big block from Adam Ebert. Now outside right, tried to spin for the tackle. He'll get a couple, and then it's 15 left to go in this game. Short time on the clock for the Tigers, and they trail 42-35. It's 2nd down and 9.
Tigers trying to work with a sense of urgency here.
Cade Wallace then started to go under center. Now we've got a timeout. Was that Colby?
He was trying to spike.
Okay, Cade Wallace spikes it to the ground to stop the clock and make it 3rd down and 9.
It was kind of awkward, and I wasn't sure they were going to rule it as that, but they did.
So Cade Wallace takes a step back, spikes it to stop the clock at 1:03. The Tigers do have one timeout remaining. You can see Tyler Young running on the sideline trying to get back in this football game. Right now, Hunter Mullen, the wingback right, Ebert left. Cade Wallace at quarterback. You have Brady Milliken wide right. Balin Brumfield split out to the left side. Trailing 42-35, 1:03 left. The Tigers with the football. 3rd down and 9. Back to pass. Wallace set, fires downfield. He's got a receiver open. It is going to be picked off by Colby. He had a receiver streaking downfield, Adam Ebert, but it was just a touch overthrown off the back shoulder of Adam and picked off by Colby with 57 seconds left to work in this game. And barring something really wacky happening, Colby's going to get out of here with a heck of a win.
And that defensive back for Colby was basically back there playing left field the whole time, and he had a beat on the ball as soon as it left Case's hands. And Adam was running a fast route out there, but the ball got to Colby first.
42-35, a timeout on the field. Stay with us. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
This time of year, many farmers feel like they're juggling too many things at once. Or maybe you're the guy who's trying to keep multiple plates spinning. Well, let us help you. I'm Brant with Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales, and we'll help with fall custom application and knock down those weeds and keep them under control. The blessing of rain and through this year's growing season has led to tough weed conditions. But hit them now, and you'll be glad you did in 2016. Talk with us at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
If you took a lot of pictures over the summer, print them off. Make copies for family and friends, or enlarge your favorites. It's fast and easy with the photo stations at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack. You can print from your phone, Facebook, camera memory cards, and USB thumb drives. The helpful staff at Patterson's will be glad to help get you started. Save and share those precious memories. Use the picture stations at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, downtown Clay Center.
Tigers do have one timeout remaining, so they'll use it after the Colby Eagles take over the football back inside their own 10-yard line. Holzmeyer will keep it, Paul left side. Tigers take that timeout right now. Give us a chance, Chet, to talk a little bit about some of the awards we like to give out on Football Fridays, and there's been some great ones to look at. I'm going to start with the Catalyst Design and Graphics Catch of the Game. It was not much doubt. Actually, there was a competitor in there.
Yes,
Anthony Atkinson, I think he made us think for a moment on the two-point conversion.
He gets runner-up.
Exactly, but the Balin Brumfield catch of 84 yards from Murph Wallace, touchdown, unbelievable.
That was so fun to watch, and just the way, takes it in stride, and he has some big strides, and then he pulls away.
Catalyst Design and Graphics That is the catch of the game, Cade Wallace to Balin Brumfield. I guess the other one that I'm going to go to anyway is the electrifying play of the game from Debenham Electric Heating and Air. It's Tyler Young times 4, right? Right. I mean, every time he seemed to get the football in his hand, something electrifying was happening. But the 4 touchdown runs, 31, 36, 47, I believe, and then 73 to cap it off.
Exactly.
Remarkable.
I mean, it's like having 4 aces there. You know, he started out with one, then he had a pair, then he had 3 of a kind.
Oh, unbelievable night for Tyler Young. So the Debenham electrifying play of the game goes to Tyler Young. You can take your choice. It's a pick'ems on those 4 different runs for key money. 42-35. Clock is down to 55 seconds in the ball game. Tigers just used their final timeout. So right now, Colby just has to secure the snap, and they'll be moving to 2-0 in district play. One has been a heck of a shootout. So the confusion on the field, and I'm not sure what. And now the Holzmeyer will go into their center and now takes the snap, steps back. Now we'll go to a knee. Clock down to 40. It was 5.5 seconds is what they ended up putting on the clock. So it's 42-35. Somehow the clock had been punched in at 5.5 instead of 55 seconds. We're too close to all this, actually. We're hearing quite a bit of the conversation that's happening. That's right. We're down to 55 seconds now left. And so this will be interesting because the Tigers used the timeout to stop it. At this point, the clock started late once they did snap it because I think they weren't sure what the clock had on it. Right. And so now they're trying to decide what the clock should be. So what has been a fast-moving, one heck of a shootout type of game, it's unfortunate it has to come to this slow of a crawl at this point of the ball game. So they put it at 50 seconds, and they do move it to third down. Again, the Tigers cannot stop the clock, though, anymore as they are out of timeout. Gave themselves a chance, forcing the third down and 32, the fourth down and 21, and eventually moved it down inside the 30-yard line of Colby, but then turned it over on the interception with just right at a minute remaining in the ball game, and Colby's going to hang on to win this and move to 2-0 in district play. Tigers still have business to take care of next week, obviously, when they go to Concordia, the final game of district. And that will be the final snap of this football game. 42-35 is your final. Colby escapes with a win here at home against the Clay Center Tigers. Stay with us. We'll come back in a moment. We got a couple of awards still to hand out, and then we'll wrap up with your postgame here from Colby right after this.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Brutal winter days will be here sooner than you think. Is your home properly insulated to keep the cold outside and keep your energy bills affordable? If not, Geisler Roofing offers several different solutions, including spray foam insulation. At Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
This time of year, many farmers feel like they're juggling too many things at once. Or maybe you're the guy who's trying to keep multiple plates spinning. Well, let us help you. I'm Brant with Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales, and we'll help with fall custom application and knock down those weeds and keep them under control. The blessing of rain and through this year's growing season has led to tough weed conditions. But hit them now, and you'll be glad you did in 2016. Talk with us at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
We bring you back here to Colby. Postgame coming up in a moment. We got a couple of things we have to hand out once again. We had the catch of the game from Catalyst Design and Graphics. The Balin Brumfield strike of 84 yards. Electrifying play, pick'em. One of the 4 that Tyler Young had from Debenham Electric Heating and Air. The block of the game coming in this ball game is Jace Casper. That is your Midwest or your can-equipped block of the game. And that play when Colby comes out in the third quarter and drives. They're still driving, and all of a sudden, 66 jumps in there, makes a sure-handed tackle, and then saw the ball exposed enough to go for it, stripped, and almost not going the other way. He did get about 5 yards on the return.
Right, and we're not giving him that as the block of the game because there were no other blocks in this game.
Oh, there were a bunch of
the game was filled with them. But what that did was that turned, in my opinion, that turned our defense. And that turned our defense for the rest of the game. We got the defense I've been asking for.
Right.
And that was like the turning point for that. And all of a sudden, we came out with physical play on defense from then on. And that was what? There was 8 minutes to go.
Had eaten 4 minutes off the clock.
There was 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. So that was a great turning point.
And our can-equipped block of the game, and it blocked that momentum that Colby had going at that time. Jace Casper forcing that fumble. The stat of the game is an interesting one because there were such quick-hitting plays from both teams all night long until the second half, and Colby really did churn some yards up and some time off the clock.
They really did, and all of a sudden we went from each team always having minute-and-a-half possessions to in that when the defense was stepping up, well, all of a sudden Colby was needing to grind it out more, and what happened was they had a 5-minute and 44-second possession. They had, and then right after that, a 5-minute possession. Our defense was playing great. They were stepping it up, but they were getting tired.
Right.
And then right after that was that it wasn't an intended onside kick, but it turned out as an onside kick. So they were back on the field again.
Yeah, it was a crazy number that kind of turned in that second half. So your Midwest product stat of the game goes to, again, the time of possession for the Colby Eagles. We're going to come back. We'll wrap up post-game right after this.
When you're a student athlete, you carry a lot of responsibility because you represent not only yourself, but also your family, your school, and your community. So whether you're in the classroom or on the court or field, take pride in what you do, persist in your endeavors, and work hard to achieve your goals. These qualities will help you succeed and find fulfillment, not only now, but also in the next chapters of your life. We're proud to support you, Tigers. We're Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
Back on your post-game show. It's being brought to you on this football Friday night, as it is each Friday, by State Farm Insurance, Clay Center, David Mortgaging Agent, B&D Sandblasting, and Clay County National Bank. And this is one that it's a gut knocker. You know, it just knocks the wind out of you when you play this kind of game, and it would for either side. These two teams just came out and traded punches.
Yeah, whoever loses this game, it's going to hurt, you know, and almost 42-35.
A lot of great things to look at, and except for that final number, I guess, if you will. Let's start defensively. We mentioned Jace Casper. We have him unofficially for 9 tackles in this ball game. The forced fumble that he took and took away. Peyton Lane, 7 tackles. Yeah, he came up and made some big hits where he had to do in this ball game. Lane Lively had 6. Again, run support. Adam Ebert, Gabe Ware, 5 apiece. Balin Brumfield, 4 tackles. A couple of quarterback pressures. He had the sack. Gavin Ware had a sack, pressured as well. 4 tackles each for Parker Folks, Dylan Carlson, Hunter Mullen, and again, unofficial numbers. But those are some of the guys you call as often as you can. Sometimes in the middle, they just do such hard work and don't even get a number out of it. Offensively, Chet, Tyler Young. I mean, the story of the night: 11 carries, 231 yards in this game. Remarkable. 5 carries for Adam Ebert, 29 yards, 36 yards for Gabe Ware, 8 carries. Cade Wallace had 4 carries for 23 yards. Receiving the one big pass play from Cade Wallace to Balin Brumfield of 84 yards. There's some highlight reel stuff in this game. Yeah, it's just the final score is not the highlight they were looking for.
Offensive yards, you put both teams together, it's a bunch.
It's like a video game out here tonight. Great effort. Unfortunate loss for the Tigers here on the road. But they got some business still to take care of. You know, Colby still has to take on Goodland. Concordia Clay Center meet up next week. You're playing for your playoff lives at this time for Clay Center. That'll be on the road at the Panthers next Friday night. Tomorrow, it's 11 a.m. kickoff, 9 o'clock pregame for K-State. We'll have cross-country reports coming your way. Clay Center out at Hayes, Riley County's in Leonardville, and then Republic County hosts both the 1A and 2A. Darla Pearson will be there with reports throughout all of those teams. And then I'll be with you from Concordia, Clay Center Lady Tiger Volleyball, first serve approximately at 3 p.m. For our studio engineer tonight, Darla Pearson, Dr. Stat, Kerry Carlson, Chet Carlson. Can't thank you guys enough for making the road trip out here west with the Tigers. This is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your Football Friday.